Hey man, welcome back to another episode of Gotta Hit It Podcast. I'm your host, Shmeen. And today, as you can see, different location, all right? You see the artwork behind us. You see all the goodies and knickknacks and whatnot, all right? Today, obviously, I have my co-host here, Mr. Jack.
Yo.
Over there on the right, Mr. Kane. But today, we got a special guest, okay? A philanthropist, a gym goer,
okay,
right? And a businessman. Not only is he a businessman, but he a businessman. You feel me? Right? To my left, we got the Denki's Boba Shop owner, Nick Gutierrez. Let's get a round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys again, man, having me in.
Brother, this is your domain. I appreciate you inviting us here.
Appreciate you guys, man.
How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This is exciting. I watched you guys a little bit before I even knew, met you guys before, seen you guys just pop up on my stuff.
Yes, sir.
And then I saw you come in for the first time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there's no way, like, because I could have sworn you guys were like somewhere a lot farther.
Right?
So said what's up to him, chopped it up a little bit, and then we kind of made this happen. So it's cool that you guys are here, man.
I appreciate you for real.
Yeah.
Since the jump, you've been showing mad love, bro. Like legit, we came through, and he's like, I know y'all cool people. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, the love has been astronomical every time we pull up. The drinks even better. You feel me? So we appreciate you letting us do a pod here, right? Out of all places, because the artwork here goes absolutely insane. Let's just take a second to look around. You feel me? Look at what he's created here. You feel me? This is actually insane, bro. The artwork is crazy. We got manga panels right behind us from different shows. Demon Slayer, Hunter, Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, and JJK. The whole wall is decked out, right? And then, right, you guys
see the other side.
Exactly. Wait until you see the other side. You guys can't even see it right now, but I'll put some B-roll up on the screen. We got the whole other side decked out with skateboards, anime gear, and then a life-size Naruto statue. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. The detail on that one is crazy.
It's nuts. It's honestly nuts.
He looks like he's wearing actual pants. Like it's like real pants you could take off and wear yourself. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. That one was made by like an actual studio that like makes some like license and everything, and they make like, let's say like 1,000 of them. They pre-order them like
that's fire.
2 years in advance.
That's fire.
So yeah, you can see like the fibers on the clothes and just like the details insane.
It's insane, bro. So
that
one's fine. And he's in his sage mode form. You feel me? With a whole like little leaf village inspired little stand. So
the texture on the scroll and everything.
On the scroll too.
Crazy.
Straight up, bro. So I'm not gonna lie to you. If you were in the area, what is this area? Otay?
Yeah, we're in East Lake. East Lake and Chula Vista, San Diego.
Right. East Lake, Chula Vista, San Diego. If you're in the area, make sure you come check out Denki's Boba Shop. I never made a clip on it, unfortunately, because it's crazy because we always talk about it, right? And then we just assume that everybody knows what we're talking about. But I've never actually formally made a clip. So today we're
we're a podcast.
Exactly.
A whole episode.
Exactly. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the full episode. But today we're at Denki's Boba Shop in Chula Vista in East Lake. So if you're in the area, make sure you check out Denki's Boba Shop. You feel me? My man Nick here puts in hours, grinds. He built this brick by brick. You feel me? So come through. Make sure you check out Denki's Boba Shop. And no bull. I'm not even saying this to glaze or nothing, bro. The best boba, arguably the best drinks I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Appreciate that, man.
At Denki's, bro. And then you have a signature drink called Orochimaru. And I'm not no bull. Based off of Orochimaru, it is the most delicious drink I've ever had. No bull, bro. So you outdid yourself.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
and how did you come about making this, a thing, a reality?
So this was like such a quarantine idea thing. It happened in the prime of COVID. This idea came about in like 2020.
Right.
So I was living in LA with my brother at the time, and so I was doing clothing before this. Ooh. So this is super left field. Like,
right.
When I dropped my clothing line at the end of 2019, it was cool. I had my first launch. Right. Everything was cool. And then I was working on my second launch in 2020. And then that's when COVID happened. All like the manufacturers kind of, everything was on pause, right?
Right.
And then, so I was living in LA with my brother at the time. And he's a super big anime fan as well.
Right.
My older brother, Manny. And he actually is the one that kind of introduced me to anime and whatnot.
Tough.
And so that was just like our daily routine, bro. We'd wake up, we'd go to the gym, we'd come back, we'd get boba every day, bro, for like months.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how this boba shop was open, but they were open. And So we'd get boba, and then we would just watch anime.
That's
fire,
fire,
And then so that was kind of where the idea sparked. Like I was like, anime and boba kind of go hand in hand so well together, and it would just be cool if there was like an anime themed boba shop. Kind of like Japan has like anime themed restaurants or like theme parks.
Yeah.
So I was like, if we can like execute it pretty well, I think it'll do good. So I kind of just started like messing with the idea, and then the Tarochimaru actually was the first drink idea that sparked it all.
Crazy.
Off the dome?
Off the
dome? Off the dome?
The OG drink, and it's
Was that off the dome?
and it's my favorite one too.
Yeah, it's our best seller.
Yeah.
It's the best like drink in terms of like presentation and just everything with it. So that was the first spark of the idea, because it just kind of worked out perfectly. Like Taro and Orochimaru, you kind of meshed those names pretty well. And then the purple with the theme of Orochimaru, just went well together.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that's gonna be our first drink. We're gonna run with that, and then I'll like kind of incorporate other ones later, or figure out how we're gonna do it later. So I threw up like this horrible rendering of like what the drink would look like, just to show like my brother and like my family, like
my fault. Yeah, you kind of just got a little bit close.
Let me get this up here. Does it fall a little bit?
Oh yeah, my bad. Let me.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Oh, chill.
We gotta make sure they're hearing these
Yeah, they
delicious
can
words.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
There
hear
you
the
go, there you
lore.
go.
We gotta hear the lore. You feel me?
Spitting you're doing.
A lot.
There we go. And then and I'm also knocking it down a little bit.
Oh, I don't.
There we go. Chilling, perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Is that good? You could hear it better.
Everything good? I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I showed him. I made this horrible rendering, and I showed him kind of just a picture of what it would look like.
Yeah.
And then I showed him like the idea. They thought I was probably insane. Like my family probably like, this guy has gone off the rails thinking we're gonna open up a boba shop. Like, like we know nothing about boba, nothing about the industry, nothing about restaurants. Like,
did they know what anime was?
My brother did, but my parents not at all. They're like, why?
Like, what is that?
Yeah, they're
what's
like,
the idea
what are you
behind
talking
it?
about?
Exactly. So like they were super iffy. Yeah, kind of iffy about it. Like they didn't really take the idea serious, which is so reasonable.
Yeah,
like why it was just insane.
It sounds
was
insane to even do, right? Yeah.
And then later on, they kind of revisited. I think they're actually the ones that brought it up to me, or they're like my dad. I mean, my parents are like so supportive with everything that we do. They've helped my brother with his company. They have helped me with this company like so much. So they're super involved. And my dad basically was like, yeah, if you want to do it, like we can do it. Because they're always looking for different like ways to, because they're all in business. My dad flips houses and kind of does all that stuff. My brother has his makeup company and does YouTube and all that stuff. So very business driven, like my whole family, like in that aspect of it all. So they're like, yeah, if you want to do it, like let's do it. Let's put our heads together and kind of see how we can make this work. And then I was like, okay, like I'll learn kind of everything that goes into just like a boba shop. And I was like, where do I even start with that? I was like, so I just Googled like how to make boba. Like something.
Wait, so you didn't even know anything about making drinks or anything beforehand?
Nothing, like
That's
nothing
crazy.
at all. Like I didn't even know what boba was. I just knew it was like the little
balls,
balls that go in boba. That's I was like,
that's crazy.
How do you make them? Or like, what is it? Where do you get them? And then so when I Googled that though, a company from Taiwan actually, like they popped up, and I guess they teach businesses how, like boba shop businesses, like how to like establish themselves or whatever. So I hired them to teach me kind of everything that they know about it. And it was just like a course, like an online course that they sent me. Took like the little mini course, the classes that they had. And then at the end, they give you like a recipe book of like just basically like a menu, like a little mini menu.
Like a standardized.
Yeah, like a standardized menu. And then so I tried the menu. Honestly, I hated every drink in there. I was like, this is ass. Like I can't serve this. But so I used kind of just what they like taught me. And then I just started buying tons of different things from everywhere, all these like different suppliers. And I just started like cooking up at the house.
Experimenting.
Experimenting. I damn near burned down the house. Like when I was my first time making boba, it was so bad. Like it was like smoking.
Making it liquid.
Yeah, bro. It was like
it's a crazy origin story. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's wild.
Like it was my mom's like, I think it's burning. I'm like, nah, it's fine, it's fine. And it literally was like just burning. I was like, okay, like nah, it's burning. I turned off the heat. I was like, I'll try again later. And then so yeah, I like just kept trying like different things, and then some things stuck, some things didn't. And then for like a good close to a year that was the process of just kind of finalizing the drinks in that aspect.
Wow. So you worked on it for a year straight, like all the drinks that you wanted to serve for a year straight.
Yeah.
Before even opening the business.
Before even looking, for anything
That's
else.
so crazy.
Before even looking for a
That's
location, like anything like that. I just kind of like was just like, perfecting the menu. And then still a bunch of drinks didn't come till way later on that we kind of changed. And like our Oreo smoothie, we made that.
So bomb. My second, that was my second favorite.
Yeah, no, that was
and that one came day before we opened.
That's
what?
crazy.
Day before we opened.
No way.
What an audible.
Yeah. Because one of my friends was like, yo, you should really have an Oreo like drink. I'm like,
fire.
Oreo, like, all right, well, we'll try to figure something out. And then so we added that literally the day before we opened.
Crazy.
And then so we would like add things here and there.
Right.
But yeah, that was.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah. So it's been since 2020. So it's been a really long process.
So see,
for it all.
One thing I want to point out, right? A few things I want to point out. That right there, if anyone's thinking about starting a business or starting anything for real, to be honest with you, that's exactly how you go about it, right? Because I did the same thing. I went through the same process before we started the podcast. I had a little bit of money saved up. I was like, you know what? Every dime I have is going to be put into like seeing how I can make this happen. You feel me? So from the equipment to the cameras to the microphones, everything, I was like, all right, spend it on here, make it work. You know what I'm saying? And then from that point on, we kind of just every week, episode by episode, you feel me? It started to grow traction, and then, here we are. Yeah. So the fact that you legit, before you even opened anything up, before any of that, you put your head down, you were like, how can I make this work? And like, what drinks do I do? How do I do it? No Boba experience before this. And he's made some of the best drinks I've ever had in my life.
Appreciate that.
It's actually insane. This is kind of like a what's the word?
It's not surreal.
Surreal kind of origin story. Facts. So shout out to you. And then I want to point out, shout out to, first off, for you for putting your head down and like grinding, right? Putting in all this hard work. And is he still behind the counters putting in work right week to week, you feel me, which is crazy. And then shout out to Manny, because that's the first time honestly, I saw his video. I was like, hold on, Boba Shop anime in SD. I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah, we gotta go.
And his video went absolutely crazy.
Went crazy. And that's where like he's been like the biggest blessing for this shop like ever. Like I couldn't have done it without him, my parents, my family, my little brother, even like everybody has like added to this business so much value that it's just like incomprehensible. Like one, he's like my partner in it, so he helped a lot financially, and just that aspect alone, like we wouldn't have been able to do this if he wasn't like my partner in that way. And then just with the following he has, and like the way he's good at making videos and just like marketing because I hate marketing.
No, that's me.
Hate it, bro.
That's
it
me.
is the worst thing about this business for me is just marketing, because I don't know, I just like I guess it is creative, but it's just not like my avenue of creativity.
Exactly. Yeah, you like hands-on doing the work, right? But then showing it to people, that's a whole different
whole lane. But he's really good at that.
So like it's good, right? But getting other people to know it's good is a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That is the magic of marketing, right? Because you could have the best product, the best service in the world, but if the world doesn't know it's there, it's really just there's nothing to it, right?
That's relatable,
and that's literally his whole rug thing, right? Because
bro,
I'm not gonna lie to you, the quality of the shit that he makes, right? Some of the best.
I'm not even kidding. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's what I was telling you. I was like, dude, these are the rugs I see go viral all the time, bro. Not even the glaze like crazy, but they're really good.
They're really good, bro. Next time we come through, I gotta bring one of the ones he made. Legit, from the texture of it to the detail. Yeah, actually insane.
I stop hyping me up.
I might like, because obviously you see these rugs, they get beat up very badly. So we're thinking of kind of getting some more. So if you're still doing commissions, bro, let me know. Because we definitely need some.
He puts in the work.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I see.
I'm actually starting to sweat now. I'm getting so
I'm not
so
gonna lie
anxious.
because with him,
too
right,
much.
he has to work multiple jobs. You feel me?
Yeah.
And doing multiple jobs and then coming home, right, and then having a girl to actually also, you know, live with and whatnot, because he's not alone, and then he has family to deal with on top of that, and pets. So it's like once you get home,
when do you have time?
exactly,
to do
you're
that?
tired, right?
honestly.
You gotta feed the pets, you gotta walk the, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Ooh. And then on top of that, you have to record the content, make the rug, because making the rug hours. It takes hours, days even.
Bro,
feel
I'm
me?
getting like legit,
No.
like PTSD just remembering all
No,
that shit.
legit.
Like, this shit
You
is
feel me?
stressful.
And then on top of when you make it, you also have to make sure you're recording the content for the rug and then edit. Don't even get me started on editing. You feel me?
See, after like trying to do all that, you know, and then thinking like, damn, if Shmeem does, you know, you edit like an entire hour, 2 hour, 3 hour video.
Right.
I'm like, hey, yo, better than me because I record like 10-second video and I'm like, oh, this shit, you know?
Today train me.
Yeah, I already spent hours making it. Like, why do I have to like edit the video and then post it?
I'm not, and honestly, there's sacrifice to it. You feel me?
Yeah,
You got to sacrifice, and obviously, I didn't do it alone. I had, like you, I had hella family support. You feel me? The apartment that I'm at right now, recording out of, it was given to me by my parents and my sister. You feel me? So I wouldn't even be here doing stuff like this if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
Feel me? So it's like the beauty of family is
It's ridiculous,
incomprehensible.
bro. Yeah, honestly. So
yeah, the fact that all of us kind of, we got this passion. Everyone really in the world has a passion, but if it doesn't get marketed, you know, you don't grow in the business, which is unfortunate. But
marketing is crazy.
And I like that you brought up passion too, though, because everybody asked me like about business and starting a business. And I'm like, bro, honestly, find what you're passionate about and like attack that, because if 9 times out of 10, if you're doing something that you're really not passionate about, especially in the world of business, and if it's something like hands-on, like kind of like a real store, and you're going through all the like loopholes of just everything, or all the obstacles of business in general, like it will break you down, honestly, bro.
100%.
I'm telling you. And so
I can't even imagine the legalities.
I'm saying,
dude, it was ridiculous. But the thing that if this was just a normal boba shop, I would have been like, bro, I'm good off this. Like, I'm good. Like, this sucks. But the fact that it was anime, and like I love anime, I love like this concept, and I really was passionate about it. It makes you kind of push a little bit harder than you normally would, and gives you that little extra push, because the world of business, bro, it will break you down like crazy.
Because when you're starting your own kind of like YouTube channel or whatever, it's small scale. You really don't have to put as much money as a business into it, right? Because the business aspect, you got to pay for rent, electricity, utilities, and then everything that goes into the shop, right? Just the little knickknacks or whatever, and then the products as well, right? So it's like a lot that goes into it that people don't see behind the scenes, right? But then they see the end product, and you see the end product, and you're just like, damn, you know,
it was worth it all.
Exactly,
it was worth it all.
Exactly,
honestly,
bro.
As hard as it was.
So the fact that you were able to make this all happen is nothing short of like, you know, commendable. You feel me?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
and like you feel me? If it wasn't for the fact that I was doing anime and whatnot, and obviously a lot of the time, there was a lot of instances where I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like I was like, this is so much work,
right?
That is just, I'm tired. You know, I'm tired. But it's like, bro, that's what I love to do, bro.
And he was like, what would Kane do?
Kane
would keep on going.
Keep on going. So I gotta keep going. You know?
Bro. I love that.
Stuck to it, and you know, and who we are, and we're still not done. You know, we got a long way to go.
Yeah, man.
So
you guys are on the right path though, because like I just seeing your guys' videos, the engagement it has, like people love what you guys do, man.
I love our community,
it's cool,
bro.
Yeah.
And speaking of community, your community, bro. First day, opening day, line out the door, bro.
It was nuts.
What?
It was crazy.
How did it feel?
And again, thank you to my brother, because he actually brought out a couple of his friends too from LA that all have big followings. So it was like just a combination of just like
good network.
Good network. It was the beautiful storm, but honestly, because it was cool out here, so hectic back there in the kitchen.
Everybody's stressing up.
It was insane. I had like all my family was here. My parents, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, they were literally all helping.
Right.
And we were still understaffed somehow.
That's crazy.
But it was just so overwhelming. Mainly because it was like our operations are so much different now than they were the opening day. Like I don't know why I didn't think of some of the things that we changed sooner.
Yeah.
Like our taro, we have, since it's so popular, we have huge batches of it. But we were making it every drink at like every drink per drink, like which was just mayhem, bro. And so that's what took that's why the line took so long. I mean, it was gonna take longer.
Yeah, there was hella bodies, bro.
Opening day. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that was just operations in general. Like we had one blender. It would like, which was dumb. Like now that I think about it, what are you doing, bro? I didn't think smoothies were gonna be like a hit like that, but smoothies are so popular here. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like these drinks were gonna be our most popular.
Right.
They ordered like one of them. I was like, it was like 10 smoothies in a row. So our blender was overheating. It would stop working. So
I've never heard of a blender overheating.
It's like a commercial blender, bro. Like a really nice, expensive one that's really supposed to be for business. Like for like Jamba Juice uses these blenders. I'm like, why are you overheating, bro?
It's still overheating.
It was crazy.
That's how you know business was booming.
Yeah, it was crazy that day. But it was such a blessing, man. I was just seeing like all the people that came just to support and just be here, and the people that liked the drinks. It was cool to see, man.
Right. That's fire.
If I caught that correctly, you said on opening day it was calm out here, but hectic back there, right?
Oh yeah.
And I think that's how it should be. You know, I feel like. Well, I mean, ideally, like it's efficient in the back there too. But the fact that you were able to maintain like an area where everybody can like come in, get their drinks, still kind of feel chill, relax, soothe, without it being like too much or too overwhelming for them, especially on an open day. To me, crazy.
Yeah, honestly, you pulled it off.
Yeah.
But look at you now, bro. Who would have thought? Huh?
That's what's crazy about it, because like just looking back to that day, I'm like, I don't know how we survived it, and I'm like, it's so different from operations today that are like even a little rush, like we'll be like kind of overwhelmed a little bit, but I'm like, dude, it was like this for 3 weeks straight, opening to closing, like we survived that. So like we could do these little rushes like coming in and out. Yeah.
Damn, that's fire though. That's actually a beautiful story of a come up. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I got one more question for you in terms of like the whole business aspect, right? How did you go from not knowing any of the drinks, right, or anything about boba to actually like perfecting the drinks yourself?
So well, all the ones that we had like in the we changed the menu a few times, added things that we saw other boba shops do, and just tweaked it like however we wanted to tweak it, or like their popular drinks, and incorporated it here. But it was just like a lot of trial and error. Like I had like for taro, for instance, I had like 3 taros from different boba shops that I liked. And then I had like 16 different versions of it here. Damn. And I was trying to match which one was closest. And then eventually I got to the one that we have, which really wasn't close to any of the ones that I tasted, but I liked it the best.
That's all that matters. Really.
So so it was a lot of that. It was a lot of like getting drinks, trying to like match it or like get it to their standard. Right. I was like, what does a good boba drink taste like? So I'll go to boba shops, find their best drink, order it, bring it home, and kind of like create a drink to that standard.
Right, got
a little bit. Okay. So it was just smart. My brother's kitchen, bro, was a disaster for like months straight. Yo. So he was, shout out to him, honestly, for allowing me just to destroy his house for forever. Like it was crazy. It was hectic, bro. Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of that, a lot of just trial and error.
Damn, and, bro. See, I'm not like if you guys come here, you feel me, and try his drinks, you feel me, you would not expect him to not know nothing about boba starting off. You feel me? You would have thought he's been in the game for years on years. I'm not gonna lie to you. The way your drinks taste, I'm like, I can't fathom someone starting from scratch and kind of just building it up. Self-taught, correct?
Yeah.
Everything self-taught. Everything you know right now about running
the
this.
dome.
It was that company did help though a lot, like
Right.
with, like teaching me, like because honestly I would have never knew how to brew teas,
Right.
or cook boba for X amount of time.
The foundation.
Like,
Yeah,
the
boba?
foundation.
Wait, time out. You gotta cook boba?
Yeah, you gotta cook
What?
it. You gotta
You didn't know
cook
that?
it.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
See, like,
See,
I thought
that's
you just
what I was
ordered it.
thinking too. I thought you just buy it
Yeah.
as jellies
Yeah.
and put it in the drink. That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Fair.
So yeah, there's a whole.
It's like Batman. He wanted his training arc. He was like,
Yeah. No, legit, for real. So you got that foundation from the course, but then
Yeah.
you just did your own thing.
Yeah, and then
kinda
I just started just kind of just.
I like
just
that.
trying
So you
different
went
drinks.
and done what drinks you like, right? And you were like, if I like it, you know, it meets the standard to put out to the the That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually fire.
Appreciate that, man.
I respect it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to you for everything you've done. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I'll tell you that.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
I'm not
that.
gonna
Appreciate that.
I was gonna say you said this earlier, where it's like or first, when did you open up again, date wise?
Date wise, we had our grand opening day January 25th
This year?
of this year.
It's only been this.
That's
year.
what I'm saying, bro.
No, it's only been like
That's
5
wild.
months.
No, that's actually crazy.
We're on the 6th month now.
This is sexy. Oh yeah, we're in June.
No, but low key, I thought this was last year.
Dude,
Yeah, me
I
too.
felt like I've been here for 10 years.
No,
I'm
that's
dead
crazy.
serious.
you're a vet in the game already, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So
like-
January.
January 25th.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
That's
'Cause,
our grand opening day.
I remember when he told us about you, but at the same time, my mom and a friend sent me. I think it was your brother's video, and I was like, okay,
No.
we gotta go.
I'm not gonna lie. The amount of people that send me
Right?
videos
Dude.
of like, oh, have you seen this new anime Boba?
Oh, that's
I'm like,
fire.
damn,
That's fire, bro.
yeah,
That's sick.
yeah,
That's
And
so
I'm
cool.
like, okay, we seen some anime Boba. I was like, let's see it. But I was like, once I saw the wall,
I'm like,
I was like, this is real.
He's
That's
legit.
real.
Nah,
That's
he's
real,
legit.
bro.
He's
He's legit.
legit. Yeah.
That's
Well,
what we really wanted to create. Like, just we wanted to like bring Japan here because in Japan you see these
Everything.
life-size statues,
Yeah.
you see like the really intricate like anime decor,
Right.
and then but when you see it here, it's just like maybe like framed pictures
Right.
here and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're like
That's a
we
good
got to
point.
really
Yeah.
immerse them into
The world.
like the world
Yeah,
really of
facts.
anime and kind of just try to.
And I'm glad that San Diego has an anime Boba shop now.
Nah,
'Cause,
now
like,
I'm saying,
they-
bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's either like LA, maybe OC,
That's-
but like you have to go some ways to go to see
Facts.
something like this.
You know what's funny too is that we were actually originally gonna put the shop in LA.
Okay.
Because I was living in LA at the time.
Right.
So I mean that goes into the whole story of just like trying to find a location, which was a nightmare in itself.
I can imagine LA too is like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lot of like stuff there, you know?
Too much,
Dude, it was but that's the craziest part too, because like when we started looking for a location, it was 2021 and prime COVID. So
Right.
like there was a ton of spots available. So I was walking down Fairfax, Melrose, all the like popular spots at first, and every other location was available. It was empty, and I was like, so I was talking to all these realtors, reaching out to all these people,
Right.
and all of them were telling us no, or they just would have hitting us back. So then I started looking at like outer areas, like less populated spots. I'm like,
Gotcha.
okay, we'll just like go in a little like neighborhood, like far from the main areas. That way we could find a spot. And same thing for months we were doing the same thing, and they were
Still,
telling us
huh?
no. And then so that's when my parents, they were actually moving back down to San Diego.
Right.
And they're like, why don't you look in San Diego? Like, we're moving back. You kind of are familiar with the area. You can move back too, and then you'll have us there to kind of help you with the shop and whatnot. So I was like, that's a good idea. So I started looking here in San Diego, and the same thing, another like 5-6 months of just
Looking.
reaching out to
Yeah.
people. Like everybody's saying, oh, we don't take first time businesses.
What?
Like, yeah, like they
I respect it.
they were
Yeah, I
look-
understand
which
what-
makes
yeah,
sense. I'm
yeah.
like, they're looking for like certainty, right?
Yeah.
Like they're looking for
Got
a
you.
franchise. They're looking
Guarantees.
for like an Arby's to pull up in here or whatever it is.
Right.
Which I just say just because it's right there.
Oh, okay. okay.
Valid,
Because I just saw it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like some type of franchise, you know what I mean?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And same thing. So I'm like, bro, we are never gonna find a spot. Like no matter what we do, like I'm talking like we're in El Cajon asking people, and they're like,
Damn.
nah, we're good. So I'm like, and then my dad sent me this location,
Right.
and I was like, bro, why are we even gonna ask? Like this is the best location we've seen out of all of the ones we've looked at.
Right.
Like there's not even a point of asking, but he's like, just ask, see what happens. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So we asked. Reluctantly, they said yes to us, and we were able to get this spot.
Right.
So it was really a blessing, honestly,
Right.
bro.
No, that's fire.
Yeah,
And how do they feel now that they seen the business, going well?
It was, I don't know. It was like, it's cool. It's like
Right.
now we have like a little bit, like kind of negotiating power
Right,
at
a
least.
little
Cause when we
room.
were talking to to our landlords here,
Right.
they really could just tell us whatever because we had no. It was our first time business.
Yeah.
Like we had no negotiating power at all. They were like, "This is the lease. If you agree to it, we're gonna find someone else regardless." So I'm
Right.
like, "Yeah, we gotta lock this place down." So we did, and yeah, it's been a blessing ever since.
Man, that's
man.
beautiful, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's fire.
The other question I had to ask is, can you remind us why Denki's again?
Oh yeah.
What's behind the
Yeah.
name?
So the
Yeah, tell us
lore
about the
behind
name.
Denki's, so this is actually Denki right there. He's just we wanted to create like a little mascot for the shop,
Yes.
just for like branding reasons and just to have fun with it.
Mhm.
So he's named after that means electricity or lightning in Japanese.
Really?
Denki.
I don't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I didn't know that
And that's
either.
his like little superpower. So he has like lightning superpower.
Wow.
Fire.
So
That's fire.
eventually in the future we want to do like a little animated cartoon
that's
version
tough.
of him.
That's
Okay,
tough.
So I was
okay.
like, I gotta give him a power that he could use like in the little
Okay,
show.
okay, that's
So
hard.
That's so
yeah.
cute. He's like a little Tony chopper.
Yeah,
Like a chopper, yeah.
Like a little. Have you seen Fairy Tale?
Yes,
Like a little happy.
Happy,
Dude, he does look like happy.
yes.
Yeah,
But
same
like- but
color
like
and everything.
A dope ass happy, like a
Yeah,
happy that's on
yeah.
timing for real. I respect it. No, that's fire.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
So that's where the name came from.
Right.
Denki, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Everybody,
fire, man.
that was so hard to explain to people too. When we first like, heard, like they're like asking me about the boba shop. Well, what's it gonna be named? I'm like Denki's Boba, but like you gotta know like what you gotta see the
bit,
end
yeah.
result to like kind of get it.
Got you.
Because like
yeah.
they're like, okay, random name, but
Right.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
But,
when we heard it, I was like, Denki's, yo, that sounds hard. I'm like, hold on, he came straight from Japan with the knowledge and shit.
So the first time we met, right? I was like, oh yeah, I was just at Denki. I was explaining the whole situation to him, right? And I was like, yeah, like, yeah, Denki, you know, like instead of I was like, because that you had told me your name, but I had initially forgotten it, right? I'm bad with names. And
I'm
I was
the
like,
same way,
I was like,
bro.
yeah, no, yeah,
I feel you.
Denki. I was like, that's his name. I was like, yeah, I guess that's the. That's the
I
name
remember
of,
that conversation.
I don't know,
too.
it's the name of the shop.
That's
A
his name. I
Denki.
was like, is his name? Did he name it after himself? I'm like, oh, that's fire.
hilarious.
I honestly
bro.
don't know.
I'm like, his name is Denki. That's
Denki,
dope.
that's different.
Yeah. So I was, in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, Denki's. You know, if that's his name, he got to be cultured. You know, he came from the motherland. You feel me?
Right,
So-
I know.
So that was fire, bro. Get a load of this guy, bro. God damn it. Can you get some napkins? There's some
Hey, it's all
napkins
good,
over
bro. I'm telling you right now, that happens once a day. Here.
literally?
Once a day here. Like people spill drinks,
Damn.
and that's just water. So that's
With your drinks,
that's
right?
chilling.
That was with your
Yeah. All the time, man.
Get the napkins, bro. Hey, we'll be right back. Apologies, we're back for that
Little intermission.
brief intermission. Exactly, yeah. But like we were saying, man, yeah. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family. You know, everybody that you know made this work. You feel me? For the culture, legit.
Yeah, man.
It's fire. So, without further ado, man, we're gonna get straight into the anime, bro. This is the anime podcast after all. And we're going off. You know, off the rip. We going. Oh, you want to do the packs first? I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This is
So
where you take it away, buddy.
all right. So we are going to be opening OP11 English, right? Pack battle with Nick.
What
do it.
are we opening?
All right. OP11
One Piece.
One Piece. We have a chase card in there. It's the golden Luffy. The golden Luffy.
I'll put it up on screen right now for those that don't know.
Well from what I've seen right now, it's listed like a 5K. So
5 thou wow.
raw.
5 thou raw.
Raw.
And is that like pre-graded or post-graded? After
Pre-graded.
Pre-graded.
So just raw. You pull it.
oh,
Boom.
so it could be worth more post.
Yeah, I don't know, like a Beckett Black Label.
Right. We'll see.
10.
We shall see. All right.
Quick 50K.
Well, it's in there, so we'll figure out later.
Yeah, well, as long as we hit
It's in there right
Yeah.
now, so
We'll see who's the blessed one.
What we usually do is with the pack battles, we everybody opens one, right? And then whoever gets the best card, basically the winner.
there we
That's
go.
how it is,
I
yeah.
like that. I like
Bragging
that.
rights right there.
Yeah.
And a smooch.
I don't know about
Hey,
that one,
there
but
we go, there we go.
you don't know about that one, but go ahead.
You can you can you can dig through the packs, pull out one. Anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
pick.
go first.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's gonna dig through it, pick whatever they want. Don't be shy. You can pull from the back. Go like this.
Put the whole things out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't be shy with Kane's cards for real. Yeah.
Pick whatever you want.
You can bend them for real
Whatever
if you want to. You going next?
You
Or
go.
what?
No, you
oh,
go
me?
ahead.
All right, bet. I go last. Let's see which one's calling to me. Damn, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's actually. Oh my goodness.
Gotta go for the bottom. There we go. Nah, this one. This one.
Oh, I don't know. That could have been the one.
Yeah, I could have been the one, but I changed my mind. Actually, gut feeling. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You gotta go.
Oh, no, that one could have been the one. See, that's where you fucked up.
Nah, you're not gonna do that to me, bro. You're not gonna do that.
What's that first one, bro? What's that first one?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. So far, I think I'm the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have
Who
the
usually
highest
pulls the best
scores.
ones? You?
Yeah.
Definitely not me.
Oh, legit.
Definitely
He's like, that's why I gotta do
His-
this.
his
You
lungs
guys need to pull for me.
Yeah, he buys it too, and he never gets the best pulls, which is funny.
Ben.
We actually had a
Welcome back.
guest on. His name is Jermaine. He also does like anime
Okay,
content.
yeah, I saw that.
You
I
saw
saw that
it?
episode.
Yeah, you saw that. Yeah,
Cool dude, man.
And he lives up in Temecula.
No
You
way.
feel me? Yeah. So he came.
I'm
down,
always up there. My parents.
Really?
My
Oh,
parents
they
live
stay
in.
up
Yeah, they live in
Ben's back.
right. They live in Fallbrook, but it's literally like
right next.
pretty much Temecula.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he came down. You know what I'm saying? And did a pod episode or whatever. Woo woo. And he opened the last pack of the previous box, and I think he pulled the best card right in the back.
Yes, I do believe that he did.
Yeah. So our guest pulled the best
we go,
card
there
in
we
the
go.
pack. So
Hopefully, I can follow along.
yeah, no, we shall see. We shall see,
All
my
right.
brother.
Here, peep this. So you're just gonna kind of like, move that to the side, right? You'll notice these little tiny little cuts, right, on the side of the little pack. You can feel them even, right? You can use the light to kind of see the little groove right there, little tiny rip.
Yeah.
You're gonna hold it with your left hand, kind of just pull it to the left just a little bit, and then pull the kind of like the plastic upward, and then kind of just dig in,
You want to start it off for me, bro?
Yeah.
No, hey, you
Now,
got
the
me
first
too.
time
This-
I was opening
You're
it.
just gonna kind of like lift it up and then dig in.
Okay.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
now.
the first time I was opening it, legit, I was like, I don't wanna mess
Is
up the
that like
cards.
a, it's like an Easter egg, like how to open it? Or you...
Oh no. So One Piece doesn't do it like a Pokemon does it, right? But what you're gonna do is when you open, right? You're just gonna like organize them together, right? Get them all situated, all lined up, and then you're just gonna flip it and you just pull from top to bottom.
There we go.
And the last two cards are gonna be the cards that you're probably gonna hit something with.
Okay.
all right?
Okay.
Unless you got like a God pack and the first card you see is a hit,
That'd be crazy.
then you're opening all the packs.
So you go ahead, Kane. Start it
Alright.
off. I'll let you know if it's in frame. Go
right.
ahead.
You're in frame.
Perfect. Lift it up a little bit. Up. This way. Up. Towards the camera.
Oh, like this? Damn. Want to pull like that?
You can do a little bit lower towards me.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, ooh.
That was like you made.
Yep, I don't know what it is, but yeah. Five.
Vagabond drill.
Okay.
Oops. Salve. Miss. Oh my god.
Something.
Bartholomew. Okay, we got a leader.
Ooh, that looks
Kobe.
dope.
Okay.
Kobe.
Nice. Keep him to the side real quick. Arlong.
Arlong.
All
See, I
right.
know who that is. I
Yeah.
know who that is at least.
I think am I my last one? Oh, this is the last one. Damn it.
What is
You
it?
hit
R. This is
Kizaru.
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 Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
All right, go
There we
ahead.
go. There
my
we
brother.
go. All right. Let's see what we got in here.
Go ahead, and move it a little bit. Let me move it.
You know when I'm in.
Perfect.
frame.
Right there, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, there we go.
What we got?
Oh, move it this way a little bit. There you go. Yeah.
Call it out, Kane.
Yeah, you want to read this off?
Yeah, we have Hannibal, Smoker,
Okay.
Oh, I know smokers too. Okay.
Hey.
Fishman
Yeah.
Island,
Don't know that.
Scaled Neptunian, Ishili, Cognac Mama Mash,
You sure you
Jaguar
watch
D Sal,
The magic set?
One Piece?
Carmi, Bird Neptunian,
Right.
Jinbei. All right, I
Ooh,
think.
I like
Okay, and then we have Charlotte Oven. We're missing one second. All right. This is gonna be the last one. This is gonna be if whether you hit something. Ready?
All right, let's see this hit real quick.
Okay, Zeus.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
It's
Hey,
shiny.
It's
It's
shiny.
shiny. I
We'll
don't know
take
the
it.
rarity of that. He's the one that knows all the rarities of the cards. So.
It says on the bottom right. You can just stack them up together and just put them back in the little
On the
pack.
bottom right.
Yeah, that one's a
You
rare.
want to go next or me go next?
Go next.
All right. I'll go next.
I'm gonna let them do it for me. I'm not gonna go all the way over there. Oh, we can do it that way.
What, standing?
Yeah, like that. Oh, I bet. I look, you might go around and do it then.
All right. Oh, my fault.
Orohime,
Word.
Ishili. I can't read that.
Card. Caribou.
Caribou,
Zephyr. Ooh.
Zephyr,
Another event. Megaloo.
Megaloo,
Vinsmoke.
Vinsmoke,
Shirahoshi.
Shirahoshi. All right, ready? Ready? Oh, I think you got an SR.
Oh,
He got an SR. Ah, let's go.
Winner,
Sanji
chicken
SR.
You know what I'm saying? See?
Let's
Dang, so you do pull the
go.
best cards, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Okay. It's always between me and him. It's like we be boxing for the best card. Cheeks all up in my face, bro.
Hey, you read them to me and then I'll read it into the mic. Vince? Bins. Hachim.
Vito.
Vito.
Cruiser Orochi.
Orochi.
Bullseye Neptunian.
Bullseye Tween.
Mama Mash.
Cognac. Mama Mash. Yonji.
Do splips. Spotted Neptunian.
Spotted.
All these years ago.
All right. You lost me.
Shirley. And a
Caribou.
Looks like I hit the best one.
Wait, hold on. We still got Benz.
Oh, okay.
Still got
Yeah,
Benz.
Go ahead.
All right. We got Mr. Beckman's.
Ooh, Ben Beckman.
I'll tell you when you're in front. Go ahead. Perfect. Right there.
Okay.
Tiger. Orihime. Cognac Mama Mash. Ryoboshi. Windsmoke Ichiji. Pedro. Charlotte Montelio.
Ben, can you
Megalo.
move that light
X
towards
Drake.
us a little bit more?
Raiju. Was the last one? All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh. He might actually hit. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, it's on.
Is that SR2?
Hey.
Okay, bet.
Nami.
Okay.
Nami.
Swan.
Hey.
Nami
Go
Swan.
like this a little
Perfect.
bit. Dancing. Nice.
What's the rankings like? What's
SR is the highest one,
SR is the
right?
highest?
Okay, so it's uncommon, common, rare. SR is super rare, and then there's a secret rare, right? And then there's all arts for everything, and then you have a leader as well.
Okay.
Leader.
Think
That's,
leader's like the Kobe one I pulled.
that's a high tier card?
No, it's just a leader.
Oh. I thought you said that was
Unless
the
it's an
rankings.
alt art. If it's like an alt art,
Oh, because there's something called alt art, which is like alternative art. It's just a
Okay,
different
okay.
art style to that.
yeah, different
That
drawing.
card.
Yeah, that
Got
card,
you,
different
got you.
drawing, and it's worth more.
But they're rare. They're rare to
they're-
hit. So
they're
even
more
if you
rare,
get like a common, rare, they can still be worth money.
Right.
Typically SR, since SR will be a little harder to pull, I guess,
Right.
of a specific card,
Mhm.
alt art, and a secret alt art, then that's like, okay, well, it's already hit a secret, then alt art for it is going to be pretty good. But leader
Mhm.
might be like either on par or harder to pull than a secret.
Mm.
Anyways, moving on.
There you go.
But yeah,
like
there
that.
you go. Later we're gonna have to see whose card is worth more, but
Which one was the other one?
mine was Sanji.
Okay, I'll peep that right now.
Okay, bet. But let's move on to the anime segment.
do it, let's do it.
I apologize for the delay. First up, we're gonna go straight out the gate. Gas on the pedal. All right. Top 3 favorite anime. Talk to me.
Whew. All right, off rip, I gotta go Hunter x Hunter, man.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
it has to be like my favorite anime.
Got you.
But then Naruto's right there with it.
Mm.
Like those two for sure are like I gotta say those are my top 2.
Right.
The third one changes. You know
Okay.
what? Like every
I feel it.
depending on the day,
Yeah.
depending who asks me.
No, I feel you though.
It's always different.
Right.
But it's gotta be up there with either Dragon Ball Z or Bleach, maybe.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. Those ones, they just like maybe they're not the greatest anime in the world, but they
Right.
just like
For you though.
for me they just
Yeah.
hit.
Nah,
Like
it's your top 3. My
yeah,
brother,
you know what I'm saying? They're just fun to watch.
Right.
Like every time I hear like the the song from Bleach. You know
Ooh,
the
I know
you
what you're
I'm
talking about. I know what you're
like.
talking
It
about.
just brings. It just hits somewhere. I'm like,
Right.
this is so fire.
I feel you. No, I feel
So I would say those, but for sure, Hunter x Hunter and Naruto should.
those are always up there.
Those are always going to be
Got you.
in there.
Heard you. All right.
Great picks.
No,
Yeah,
honestly,
man.
great picks.
Great picks.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, not very. There are a lot of diehard Bleach fans, right? But I haven't met one that's like I rock with Bleach like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I respect.
I was actually gonna have him as one of the panels.
Yeah.
We had a Bleach panel. I even made it too and everything. But we just couldn't get the lighting aspect of it right. So I was like, we're just gonna go with these ones.
These are all custom, right? All the lighting spots.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What would have been the light for the Bleach one?
So it was gonna be like an aura effect around his Zanpakuto. So it would have been tough.
Okay.
It would have been tough.
That's
but
hard.
You know what? I thinking for him because he doesn't have like an energy or like
That's
a
what
power
I'm
like
saying,
that.
like-
But him with the mask with the horns,
Hollow mask?
in hollow mask, when he's shooting that beam.
Oh, okay. See, that would have been
You know what's
crazy.
I could have sworn you had a Bleach one up for some
You just have
reason.
a
I don't know
Bleach
why.
for that.
I
I thought you did.
In a parallel universe, I do. In a parallel universe, I do have it up there.
I feel you.
You know what you need? You know what you need? You need some like anime mask. You got like the Anbu. You got like the Demon Slayer. You got like that Ichigo hollow mask.
You know, that's actually a good idea. I like that.
He's actually had some good
I'm
ideas
telling
today,
you,
bro. I'm not
even
gonna
with
lie.
the podcast, he's the one that comes up with the
Yeah,
ideas that are like,
yeah.
yo, that's fine. That's the fire idea. Let's do it.
Gotta bring him on board, bro.
No, legit. And we make the joke that he's the creator director.
Creator
He's our
director.
creator
There we
director.
go.
So,
I like that.
It's a joke.
oh, it happens. No. Joke becomes joke became reality. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's fire though. Those are some fire top threes. And have you been watching 1,000 Year Blood War?
Oh yeah.
Tough,
man.
huh?
Tough,
Tough,
bro.
huh?
They went straight into
Stupid.
it. They went straight into
Legit.
it. I was like, okay, they're going crazy right now.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. After coming back after 10 years, right? This is a 10-year
Yeah.
break, and then out the gate just into a war arc. I'm like,
Right?
yo, what's going on?
They needed a war arc or a tournament arc.
Yes.
Those are always like safe bets and the people love them.
Always.
So, and they did it right. They did it right. They did it like
And I'm kind of upset, and I've been talking about this ever since the first part of 1,000 Year Blood War came out. I'm kind of upset that not enough people talk about it.
which doesn't make sense
It
to
doesn't,
me, bro.
because I said this. Obviously, Bleach is my number 3 when it comes to the big 3. I have like
Yeah.
Naruto, and One Piece always interchanging,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
Bleach is always number 3. You feel me?
Pause.
What?
How the fuck is Naruto and One Piece interchanging?
Watching experience, bro. You can't justify 1,300 episodes. You can't.
Yeah,
I don't
with
care
these
what
new
show
episodes,
it is.
yes, you can.
No,
But
what?
you were glazing every episode that comes out.
After what? After 1,200
It
episodes.
doesn't fucking matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
We're gonna get like
After 1,200 episodes.
we're gonna
bro.
get like another 1,000 episodes of just pure peakness.
Okay, that's
Have
what
you
I'm
ever thought about that?
That's what I'm
You ever
saying.
thought about that?
Yeah, I
Huh?
have thought about
Genius
that.
level intellect, sir. Huh?
Because
Mr. Intellectual.
I take watching experience into account, and if it takes that long for an anime to
Vetoed. Next.
I'm just saying, if it takes that long, if the story lasts for that long, it
Yeah,
better
yeah.
be good for a good chunk of it. You know?
And
I
it
kinda feel
is.
the same about Naruto.
pacing.
Even though I love Naruto Shippuden,
right.
I felt like the end, it kind of got confusing.
100%.
They like started,
100%.
they dragged it a little bit.
They're
you know what I'm
wilding
saying?
out on the end,
They dragged it
100%,
a little
yeah.
bit, and they
Yeah.
could have like ended it better. I feel
100%.
like, and a lot of animes that continue to go on for so long just
Yeah.
because they're milking it.
Yeah.
Kind of. They tend to do that.
100%.
Like My Hero is another one that does that shit
I've been
perfectly.
saying that, bro.
Like they could have ended that mad long ago.
Legit. So, in my opinion, One Piece, the pacing issues for the anime is one of the things that really deterred me from having it above Naruto. Feel me? But Naruto, the culture of Naruto
Bro,
is just
it's so
undeniable.
good.
Yeah,
It's so
undeniable.
good, man.
So, but I do rock with One Piece heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I don't even remember what I was saying because Nick cut me off. Hold on.
You're a big 3.
You're big 3.
Oh yes. Bleach is always at number 3,
Yeah.
right? But after 1,000 Year Blood War, this is one of my favorite arcs in the big 3. Like out of all 3 shows, this is like top 3 arcs for me. So
Yeah, and
the
it was
show
a
overall
huge
is so
show,
good.
so I don't get why not a ton of people are talking about it. Because
Exactly.
back then it was a giant show,
Giant
bro.
show,
It was,
yeah.
Everybody was watching Bleach.
So hey man, they put even more work into this arc, and it deserves more love.
Speaking of Bleach, unless you want to bring it up later, since you guys are Bleach fans, I'm assuming you guys all seen the recent Megan Thee Stallion Yoruichi cosplay.
Oh yeah, so
I actually haven't.
You have it?
So she went to
Oh.
DreamCon. Do you know what DreamCon is?
Yeah.
So she went to DreamCon yesterday.
Okay.
And she was cosplaying as Yoruichi from Bleach. So
That's the cat. She's a cat.
Cat,
The
the cat.
okay.
But she's in her like battle kind of clothing with the ponytail and everything. Honestly, she went crazy with the
No, that's
she went crazy with
he got her.
the
Okay.
cosplay. So, but that was fire.
The
I'm not
purple
gonna
hair
lie.
too. Like that.
Yeah, and her cosplays usually always go fire.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So
Oh yeah.
Because you guys are talking about
It
Bleach.
yeah,
Yeah.
It does look very similar
does.
to it.
yeah, so she killed it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the purple
Slay!
hair. Because if you do cosplay,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to put a good amount for like the wigs that
Facts.
look
That's
real,
true.
real.
Yeah.
And obviously, she got
She
money
went crazy.
to
That's
do
true.
that.
Nah, she
so,
went crazy. Yeah, she
yeah.
went crazy. So, but that was your top 3, right? And now I have a question, right? And you obviously watch Solo Leveling, so you all into the aura debates. You feel me? There's been a lot of
Yeah.
aura debates.
Yeah,
recently, right? So I got a question for you. Who's got more aura? And we always kind of argue with this one, right?
Uh-huh.
Who's got more aura, Minato or Itachi in Naruto?
Ooh, that is such a good one.
Because we always argue about, because I rock with Minato. I'm a Minato, diehard dude. They rock with Itachi
Yeah,
heavy. You feel
yeah.
me? So I personally would say Minato got more aura. That's just me though.
I want to say, in terms of, I think I like Minato's character better in his story.
I like
Yes,
that. I like
but
that.
Itachi, I think, has a little bit more aura.
Okay, respectable.
So
I
it's
respect
like,
it.
just because like he has like that darker side
Right,
to it.
right,
He has
yeah.
the
That's
crow
Chico,
that has
bro.
the
That's
Mangekyu.
aura, yeah.
Like that's just so sick.
I respect it.
So,
I'm not
but
gonna lie.
Minato, when you think about it, like he's just like he's so good.
He's
Like
tough.
he's tough. Like
yeah. And let me bring this up, right? Minato is one of only a few characters in the show, I think out of like 3 or 4, right? Maybe I think 3 max, that had a flee on sight order. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That's tough. That's
Every
real.
village was like,
Yeah.
if you see this man,
Yeah.
run. Don't
Yeah.
even try to fight him, bro. So I ain't hear that for Itachi. I'm just saying.
I think Minato would have it in a fight though. I'm
You're-
not gonna lie.
nah.
I think
See,
I
I'm
think he
saying,
would,
bro.
bro. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie.
Watch your mouth.
I
I mean,
appreciate
he
that.
has half the Nine Tails in him.
I'm
Like,
saying. It's up.
that's half the Nine
no,
Tails.
time out. No, wait, pause.
What?
Let me add a little correction.
he bad.
Upon death, he inserted the 9 tails into his body.
Okay.
So unless you're talking about the reanimated version, which is damn near invincible already,
Okay.
that cannot be
Okay.
harmed,
Okay.
right? Outside of being sealed,
Uh-huh.
Minato base does not have
Okay.
9 tails.
What about so Minato alive, Itachi alive? What's up? With
Itachi?
huh?
Itachi.
With the
Itachi.
sickness.
Itachi?
With the sickness.
Itachi.
See,
That's
I like
crazy.
how you throw in the sickness.
with the
He
sickness.
had it. No, hey, that's crazy though, right?
had it
That's
in
crazy
prison.
though, right?
He's sick though, right?
He's sick though, like he's dead, right?
Y'all want to talk
We're
about
talking
dead
about
and
like
alive?
the last
I
couple
just-
days of
that's
his.
Canon, he is sick.
Y'all want to talk about dead and alive?
Is
It's
it-
both-
he like-
He damn near say he's like, oh, like when he's fighting Sasuke and like damn near blind, right?
Yeah.
Like the worst possible version, right?
y'all said dead
Anyways,
and alive.
okay.
And I said alive. That's what he was doing alive.
Here, let me put it like this, right?
To make it fair, you should probably say dead. I'm just saying to make it fair for Itachi.
That's
Because that's the
crazy.
only time
No,
that's
that's
been
crazy.
fair.
Bro,
Bro.
Right,
you
right,
look at
right,
homeboy,
right.
you're done. You look at his finger, you're done. Look at his toes, you're done.
Then why didn't Minato lose to Obito?
Because Obito's not Itachi's taking Obito.
Mind you, Minato's
It'll be hard, but he'll win. It'll be hard.
Look,
It's not an easy fight.
what Itachi, terrific fighter.
Sure.
Terrific strategist, right?
100%.
But Genjutsu is Itachi. Itachi
Sure.
damn near invented that. Oh, outside of
Invented is crazy. Shisui?
yeah, she's
Yeah, nice.
She-
Yeah,
she-
yeah.
Outside of she's
Yeah, you can't talk about that Kodo Matsukami, nigga. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. But
outside of Shisui,
right.
Itachi got Genjutsu.
Sure, but you know what's crazy? Guy fought Madara. He said, "Fuck a Genjutsu. I don't care what that is."
Guy
dog."
different, though.
And you know what's crazy?
Guy bending space and time,
Which is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But even in OG Naruto, Guy fought Itachi. Or not Itachi. Guy pulled up on Itachi.
Okay.
No fucks given.
Hey,
he
hey,
wasn't scared of shit.
Keep in mind, we're talking about vets. We're talking about you have
Minato ain't a vet.
no, time out. No. I'm talking about we have Kakashi,
And Guy.
Jiraiya. I mean, not sorry. Kakashi, Guy, Asuna, and Kurenai Sensei
Yes.
versus
A 13-year-old.
a 13-year-old.
Was he 13 at the time?
I don't know.
13.
Nah, he's not.
And Shonen? And
Nah,
Shonen?
that's crazy. You just believed him.
Hey,
But he probably
He's
was.
probably
He was
right.
young.
He probably was.
young.
He
he's
probably
still
was.
probably
No, he
like
was
not even
16.
20 yet.
He was like
In
16.
Shonen?
Yeah.
Maybe 17.
OG Naruto.
Point being, you got 4 Jonin named Jonin.
That's my point. Is Asuma and Kurenai weren't even doing that. Like they could have been there or not.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't matter.
They don't even count.
Yeah, they don't even count. Right?
Okay,
For
what
one.
about
For
Kakashi?
2, Kakashi fought him, lost horribly. You feel me?
Horribly. Hokage.
And you know who else?
Hokage,
And
by
you
the
know
way.
who else? Right? Minato is Kakashi's teacher, right? You don't got shit on Minato. Minato, I don't know if you read because Kishimoto made a one shot. You feel me? Minato went up against the 9 tails, the strongest tail beast, with a Rasengan and clashed with a tail beast bomb. I'm not having it, bro.
Valid.
I'm not having it.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though?
What's up?
Itachi probably just look at the bitch and be like, "Oh, I
No,
own you
he
now.
wouldn't, bro.
I own you now."
No,
What did
he
Madara do?
Madara is not Itachi.
What did Madara do? He looked at the bitch and like, "I own you now."
Who you taking, Madara or Itachi? What's up? Who you
that's
taking?
different.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's it.
That's different.
Madara. Okay.
Yeah, come
Wait,
on,
you
bro.
take Minato or Madara?
Minato or Madara?
Mhm.
Probably Madara.
You know what's crazy?
How to think about it is crazy.
I did, because you know why? They said that Madara and Izuna, his brother, were at the same strength level when they were both alive, right? And Tobirama beat Izuna. You feel me? And I think Minato can beat Tobirama.
I feel like the way he beat him was a little
With the flying Raijin.
Yeah, valid.
And Minato
No, I get
perfected
it. No,
that.
I get it, right?
Yeah.
It's just a little iffy. Like, can
I
you
would
imagine
say
beating
it's
Madara with the flying Raijin?
I think you can.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was developed
Really?
to counter the Uchiha.
I get
and
that.
they haven't seen it.
I get
up
it.
until that point.
I get it. No,
Yeah.
In that circumstance, sure,
Yeah.
right? But it's just kind of to think like, oh, this somewhat seemingly simple jutsu, right? In terms
That's
of
crazy.
the grand scale of what they can all do, we're like reverse time, basically, recreate reality.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, put someone in the realm of their own that's completely controlled by your opponent. Point is,
Yes.
to beat Madara like that it kind of sounds ridiculous.
And they were the same strength level, so that means
Anyways,
Tobirama could beat
But
Minato.
I'm saying Itachi, right? He still has all like the.
We're talking aura here, by the way. We're talking aura. You're drifting.
I'm
you're
arguing
drifting.
something else.
He's like,
No, yeah, he was about to
I'm on
get
a whole
into it.
different-
Anyways, aura wise though,
Aura wise, and
that's
I
very
respect it.
debatable. Honestly, I can't even answer that. I'm gonna go with
dark-
Itachi just out of bias.
You're right though. The dark aesthetic with
I
the
think
crows.
Yeah,
It
I
gives
think
him a
it just
boost.
gives
Hey,
him a little
the-
boost on there.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, you
tough.
have
That's
little
tough.
bro, which is comp,
Right.
fighting like a whole illusion.
Minato, he has his brace for impact. That was pretty tough. That
Oh
was
my!
pretty
His
tough.
intro to the
Yeah.
fourth grade
That
ninja
was-
war.
yeah,
He threw a kunai down. You know what's crazy? He did this shit straight purely off aura. He threw the kunai down, and his fourth Hokage cloak went in the air, so you could see just fourth Hokage as he was landing, right? And
See
then he
his
stood
fit
up.
too, bro. Like the fit,
fit is
just
hard.
that might be the toughest fit in besides Zabuza. That might be the
that
toughest
Zabuza is
fit
hard. That is
in
hard.
That is
Naruto.
As a
bro.
Hokage fit?
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah.
hard,
Or like
right?
Oh, for sure.
when Hashirama was like, "And who are you?" He said,
Oh, and then he just pointed to the
Back,
bag.
back.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's cool.
And then he landed, right? And he proceeded to have a conversation with Naruto. And then he was like, oh, yeah, hold on. Brace for impact.
Brace for
And then the water just started rushing. And I'm like, ah, yo, he's him. He's him.
No, I gotta let that
On
go.
top of that,
No,
during
that's
the third Great Ninja War, right? This man took off his backpack, right? He's like,
Oh,
hold
that
on.
was-
Yeah, he's like, hold on. I sent something. He took off his backpack, teleported, went behind the dude, had to hit the ground.
in the war
Just
too,
wanna throw
what was
that
it?
out
He was in the trenches, and he goes, "Here's a kunai. Just throw it."
The
I will do the rest.
Yo, the ninja were like, what are we supposed to? He's like, don't worry about it. Just grab the kunai and throw it in that direction. I'll handle the rest.
Valid.
And then he ended the war just like that, bro.
That's tough.
I'm telling you,
See,
nobody
what?
got more order
They
than this man
they
Minato,
make
bro.
him very very extravagant.
Which is crazy.
Every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
they do Minato, they do him like bang.
And
you
then
know?
I do want to throw
yeah.
out the second time meeting Obito, he learned his technique and developed a new flying rising just to beat him. That's crazy. That's actually insane. You feel me? And on top of that, right? Let me say it one more time. He took on the Nine Tails Beast twice. One time in a one shot as a teenager, right, with his own Rasengan, and another time against Obito. The strongest tail beast, the tail beast that takes 8 other tail beasts to equal one of his power. Just want to throw that out there, bro. He got more aura,
valid.
in my opinion.
That's
I'm just saying.
Eh.
That's crazy.
Eh.
I've been saying this for a while.
Painted
right?
nails, bro. the
I
necklace.
don't give a damn.
Emo boy swag.
Is his name the Yellow Flash? You know what's crazy?
no.
No.
Go,
Other
go,
villages said, before you die, all you see is a yellow light, a yellow flash. That's what you see. You don't even see a face. You see a flash of light and you die. That's insane, bro. That's actually crazy. You got legends from other villages.
You know when
crazy.
You know,
the-
hey, sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
But keep in mind, Minato's character very different than Itachi's. Itachi is very, I'm an assassin in the background. I'm part of like a terrorist group.
Yeah.
He's not really supposed
Shadow
to be
Hokage.
known. You know, I'm on the blacklist kind of thing. You know?
Right.
Whereas Minato's
Minato.
like, I am the face of the village.
Sure.
Y'all fuck with me. You fuck with the village. You fuck with the village. You fuck with me.
That's a great point.
Right.
Whose fault is that?
Very different. Same, different.
No, I see what you're saying.
Same.
That's just me. What were you saying?
Was it the Akatsuki meetings? You know, it's like the video FaceTime call or whatever.
FaceTime.
He put on his Sharingan.
No,
He
that's-
didn't need to do that.
I'm not gonna lie to
He
you.
let
Yeah,
people
you-
know. He's like, I got these eyes. We know it's you.
I got
you.
you.
He's
I'm
like,
not gonna
That's
lie to
valid.
you.
That's
During
valid.
those
Yeah,
meetings,
yeah.
he just put on a Sharingan just for the
hand out
vibes.
the
bro.
running on eyes. He's like, I
Just-
got my eyes.
Just for aura. That's
Just for
that's
aura.
actually valid.
That's
I
everything.
get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
If I had those eyes, I would never take them off,
Hey,
bro.
no.
What do you mean? Like,
Hey.
I'm walking around everywhere then.
The counter to your jutsu, your perfect
Oh,
jutsu,
that's fire.
is my existence.
That's
It's crazy,
valid.
right?
That's valid. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
come on.
He said every jutsu got a weakness,
And
right?
yours?
And yours is my existence. That's aura.
That actually is horrible.
He said,
I get it.
you're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy. Yeah, that's valid. I get that.
Yeah.
It's honestly up for debate.
It really, I can see it go both ways.
Yeah,
honestly.
it could.
And even the fight itself, like between
Yes.
them two,
That'd be crazy.
like I could really see it go both ways.
Which is valid.
Yeah.
I do want to say, right? Whenever people talk about Itachi, if this is just what I've noticed. You feel
Watch your
me?
mouth.
I feel, see, look, already
started, huh?
I feel like everybody, you know how he's the Genjutsu master. you
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Everybody's under a Genjutsu, bro, but me. I swear to God, that's how it feels. Because whenever you talk about what Itachi did or whatever, they're like, nah, but it's Itachi though. I'm like, brother, he's a murderer. He killed his own clan. Nah, but it's Itachi.
You want to talk
It's
about
not
murder?
murder.
You want to talk about murder?
Yeah.
Yeah, Minato killing entire armies,
It was war.
slaughtering millions of people,
It was war.
destroying millions of families.
It was self-defense. What do you want?
no, it's not self-defense.
You know what's crazy?
No,
The
that's
Cloud
okay.
Village actually
when
was,
you can take out a whole army by yourself, that is not self-defense.
That's just horror farming. That's just horror farming
Hey
right
man,
there.
you gotta end it before it starts, big dog. You feel me?
When you have a flee on sight order, when your enemies are running back, turned to you, you still slaughter them. Not self-defense.
You know what's crazy? I do want to point out he was fighting the 8-tailed Jinchuriki, Killer Bee, and A, the Hokage.
Crazy.
The soon-to-be Hokage at the same
Crazy.
time. And then threw hella kunai out, and A was like, which one is he going to? This man put a seal on Killer Bee and went behind Killer Bee.
Go.
It wasn't even one of the kunais. He really made you think. That's crazy, bro. I'm just saying. Yo, Minato, the scenes
His
he got,
IQ is up there.
a
Yeah,
what?
his IQ
his
is just
IQ,
up there.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
His IQ might be the highest in the
It
show.
might be.
It might be in the show. It's crazy because he doesn't have too many scenes. He don't.
You know what's
but
crazy?
every scene he got, he's tough as fuck.
I didn't know Minato had genjutsu because you acting wild right now.
What you mean?
You under Minato's genjutsu is crazy.
I
It's
mean-
the blue eyes.
So
It's the blue eyes. It's the
whenever
blonde
y'all-
hair.
So whenever y'all be gawking Itachi, it's okay. But when I do it to Minato, it's
That's
there's a
crazy,
problem.
huh?
You know what's crazy?
Yes,
One more. I'm
exactly.
sorry. But in the 4th Great Ninja War, this man, he's still aura farmed with no arms. You remember when Lee threw the kunai, right? Up to I think it was Madara or Obito or whatever.
Uh-huh.
This man turned his back to catch the Truth
Yeah.
Seeker orbs just to show his 4th Hokage cloak. I just want to throw that out there. That's crazy.
On
That's
that note,
crazy.
I've never seen Itachi pin to the ground, but that's just me though.
Crazy.
Oh, you remember? Oh, you
I-
remember? You don't remember when he was fighting Sasuke and his face planted on the wall and then he fell on the ground?
Oh, you mean when he let his little brother win a fight so that he can absorb his Sharingan and have Eternal Mangekyo?
Oh, so he's sorry is what I'm hearing.
No.
He couldn't have
He's
taught him.
he's a terrific, honorable brother.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is they both died.
Yeah, but
They both
one
died
was
on
pinned
some-
to the fucking ground.
One died
Like
to
a
the
loser.
strongest tail
Without
beast,
arms.
and then another died to a weak ass Uchiha.
How you
I
gonna be
just wanna throw that out there.
reincarnated, damn near immortal, right? Take no damage, have your arms missing, and pinned to the ground. Embarrassing.
One died to a teenager, another died to the 9-tailed fox. That's all I gotta say, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. We could keep it pushing though. I apologize. I apologize. Let's keep it pushing.
No, he didn't even die to his. He let. You know what? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
you a hater. You're a hater. It's
No,
fine.
I'm not.
All right. So I got a question for you. Which anime has the most rewatchability? So you know how sometimes you watch an anime and you're like, yo, that's fire. A few years later, you just come back to it and you're like, it always hits.
I mean, not even just to glaze Naruto again, but honestly, I think it's Naruto.
I feel you.
Just because, like, I love the aspect of just the world that it's set in, like the ninja world, the character design, just the story, the theme. I just love
The
it.
culture
And
is fire.
The culture,
Yeah.
yeah. So that one has just a good rewatchability because one, it's like long but not too long. They do good jobs at like breaking up the arcs.
Right.
And you could just revisit it like time and time again and just learn something different, a different life lesson that you missed when you were 8 years old. So like honestly, I love that show.
On that note, I'm rewatching it now. I think I'm rewatching it for the first time now. I don't think I've ever rewatched Naruto before, and now I'm seeing how the the interactions between the original 12 were, right? With how Naruto interacted with Shikamaru and Choji and all them, right? They were actually like friends. They all got development, and they all kind of, you know, had a lot of like fun moments together, which was fire. Because before I used to think like nobody really, you know, fuck with Naruto like that. You feel me? But watching OG Naruto, you could really get that feeling of like family and camaraderie whenever they were together. So that shit was fire, bro. On that note, I do want to say for me, Hunter and Death Note as well. Those two, brother. I'm not Death Note. Death Note is a low key. It's like a every 3 months type of thing. I gotta rewatch it. I swear to God.
Death Note was the first anime, like non-shonen anime that I watched, and I was like, this is so fire. Hard, This is so fire. I didn't think I could get into an anime that didn't have powers and like super like crazy fight scenes. But just the writing, they did so well. I was like, they hit the mark. They hit the mark with this one.
It's the grunginess. That aesthetic is just appealing to anybody and everybody.
He actually put me on Death Note in high school, right?
I did?
Yeah. You don't remember?
He's like, I haven't even watched it. What do you mean?
But we were talking about it in Reyes' class,
okay,
like, at lunch, right? Y'all was talking about Death Note or whatever, and I was like, Death Note, what? And he was like, and you were like, yeah, you gotta watch it, bro. And I'm like, check it out. And I checked out Death Note. I'm like, yo, this right here, this shit right here.
That's a good show.
Because I love detective-esque shows, right? So like anything that has to do with like solving crime and all that. Have you watched the show called Case Closed or like Detective Conan?
I haven't.
You heard about that though?
I've heard of the second one.
Old one, right? There's thousands of episodes. You feel me? It's just like the same kind of. There's a crime. He solves the crime. You know, he goes through this thing, solves the crime. It's fire. It's a fire aspect. But shows like that, right? It's just that detective aspect in solving that crime hit for me always, right? And I don't know if you watch another TV show. It's not an anime, but it's called Psych. You know, it has to do with detective aspect or whatnot. So whenever I watched Death Note, I was like, this is home.
This is it.
It's home turf. Yeah. So I was like, yo, this is hard. So the whole L Light kind of battle and shit, that shit was tough, bro.
Yeah, because they were going back and forth.
The whole show?
The whole show, and you never knew like where it was gonna turn.
Exactly.
It was like very unexpected. And
they were always even in like intellect.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Did you guys peep that they would do like references to like biblical references? They did the whole, I think it was Judah washing Jesus' feet.
Right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I never caught that.
So apparently there was this
tough.
one scene. You remember when they were talking in the rain outside, right? And then they go back inside and L is cleaning Light's feet, like he's drying it off, right? In the Bible, I'm pretty sure Jesus knew that Judas was the traitor or whatever, right? And then but he goes and washes all the disciples, feet and whatnot, and they kind of reference that.
Wow, that's
show.
actually super fire.
Yeah, which
that's
is fire.
So fire.
Another one,
like that.
Another one would be when spoiler alert, when Light died. Right,
Okay.
He died going up the stairs, but he didn't die on the bottom or he didn't die on the top. He died in the middle. And the people that use the Death Note, they don't go to heaven or hell. So it's kind of like he's in that in-between stage. You feel me? So that's where he died. So little subtle instances like that in Death Note just beautiful, bro.
See, like the writer, they hit it, man. They
cook,
knew,
bro.
They knew what they were doing, man.
Yeah, man. So Death Note for me is always a rewatch. And I recently rewatched Hunter as well again. And man, bro, the second rewatch for Hunter, right? Since the power system is a little slightly more complex than most, right? Yeah. The second rewatch, you're like catching, you're like, oh, that's how Nen works, or this is how Gyo works, or Hatsu, or whatever, how everything, because they'll explain it quick and everything, just goes through, and you just kind of want to get through the story. But when you rewatch it again, you're actually like paying attention. You're like, all right, this is hard. The power system is tough. So yeah, those two for me, rewatchability right there.
I feel like all that stuff is real. I feel like all like the Nen, chakra, energy, it's all a simplified. All of that stuff is a simplified way of saying that we have this.
We got powers.
Energy.
Like force.
You ever heard about like how we have like a magnetic field or
something like that,
field around us at all times? Depending on what kind of clothing material you're wearing, it messes with the field.
Disrupts it.
Like polyester, cotton, wool, and all that. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
The point is, I think when it comes to like anime and those like just general ideas, it's a very maybe complex way of understanding something very simple,
right?
Of like expressing it in a way that might be entertaining.
Okay.
No, I like it because yes, I 100% agree with you.
One more I do want to include. I forgot to include was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Talk to me,
bro.
Talk to me.
You know what's funny is like that anime. I've seen it before,
right?
I've heard such good things about it, but for me, it just
Ooh,
didn't hit.
it didn't hit the mark.
It didn't hit
I figured
at
you would
all.
say something like that. Keep going, keep going.
But I don't know. I think I need to rewatch it again
Right.
because I hear such great things
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe what I'm thinking happened is I watched a crazy show right before it.
Right.
Crazy fights, crazy things.
Right.
And then I kind of went into that expecting maybe something different than what it is. So I need to rewatch it again.
And it didn't hit the mark for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've only seen it once, and I don't know. I was young too, so like, who knows?
Yeah. Sometimes shows like that for me too. When I was younger, it didn't really hit. But then,
Yeah.
you know,
But then I hear such great things about it. Like literally, some
Right.
people put it in their top 3
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, am I missing something
it's
here?
one of the
I need
highest
to-
rated animes all
I
time.
need to check it out again.
No, it's a beautiful story in my opinion, right? Because I just rewatched it recently as well.
Okay.
And from front to back, honestly, the story is perfect. I can't find a flaw in the story at all, and that's why for me it's one of the most rewatchable shows because there's literally no flaw in the story. But there's a lot of goofy aspects to the show, 100%.
Which I love. I love shows that have like that goofy aspect. Black Clover.
Oh,
Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto. Like
Yeah.
I love like shows that do
Comedic relief.
Yes, bro. Like they do it well.
They do
I mean,
do
some
well.
could be like corny and kind of take it too far. I'm like, all right. But like
Black Clover, what would you just rate it? Like random.
Ooh, okay.
Black Clover, I would say it's like a 6, maybe.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's actually fair.
you
Yeah,
got a
no,
good-
you're actually
You got a
valid for
good head
that.
on your shoulders right there.
No, that's actually valid.
That's a
I
valid.
thought you
I
were
like
gonna go
that.
higher. I thought that's how 6 is valid.
I think it's a 6. It's actually my brother's favorite anime.
Okay.
But he's very into witches,
Heard
like,
you.
witchcraft,
Valid.
and like that's his thing.
Mhm.
So I
Magic?
can see why he likes like loves that show.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah, it's a solid 6. Like it's a good show.
Right.
Definitely not like one of my favorites.
Got you.
But it's a
Makes
good
sense.
show.
Yeah, I feel you. Honestly, where it left off right now, I'm excited to see it when it comes
I'm
back.
hyped. I'm
Yes.
hyped
Kane
for it to come
approves.
back.
Yeah. Kane approves.
There we go.
All right.
We got the approval, man.
And then the next question, which I think that was your answer as well. What anime you just could not finish?
Yeah.
Would it be Full Metal?
You know what? Well, I did finish
Oh,
it.
you did
I did
finish it.
finish it. I
Right.
think if I can remember correctly. So one that I mean, this is the obvious one here, but just One Piece.
Okay, no, that's actually valid,
Eventually,
though.
I'll
Yeah.
finish
There
it.
you go.
Eventually-
You started tweaking.
Eventually,
Right.
when I'm retired and I have enough time,
Yeah.
I'll
Crazy,
finish
yeah.
it.
Right.
But they just don't even give us a chance to catch up.
They
bro.
don't.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't.
Like
They're still coming out
They're
with
still
new
coming
episodes.
out, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm so like busy. We're just outside of things that I'm
Yeah.
like, when I do watch anime, it's like very like
Brief.
yeah. So I gotta like target
Specific
things,
shows. Yeah,
specific
yeah,
things.
got
So
you.
I'm like, I just don't want to play catch up for too long. On
Yeah.
something.
See, no, but that's the thing. That's the beauty of
It
it.
is. It is.
You're enjoying the
He's trying
journey.
to sell you. He's trying to sell you.
Even when
I-
you
I
get
believe
to,
it.
if you get current, you're gonna be like, "Fuck! Now I gotta wait." You know, like you don't ever want it to end. Trust me when I tell you, it's one of those things where like your parents tell you like, "Hey, you want to enjoy this?"
Right,
Because when
right.
you're
That's
when you're
true.
growing up, you actually understand it. You're gonna regret it. It's already been too late, right? It's one
He's
of those
like,
things.
One Piece, that. One Piece,
One
that.
Piece,
That's it.
enjoy
That's
it
it
while
right
you
there.
can.
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
want it to end. When it does, you're gonna be so sad.
Right.
I think I really because I've seen up to I think Alabasta.
Ooh, well, that's actually pretty
I
far
seen
though.
you posted on the
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Oh, so-
I mean, on here we've watched it like 3 times.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's run through here like
Right.
so many times.
Right.
But I think I got to that part.
Okay.
And it's a good show. I love the characters. Like I
Valid.
love how each of them has such a distinct personality and their character development. So I love like that aspect, and it's honestly a hilarious show.
No.
like it's hilarious.
I'm saying
bro.
it's one of the most underrated comedy.
That's what I'm
anime
saying.
of
It
all
is
time.
so funny,
Yeah,
bro.
I
So
think that would be my like number one comedy. Like
Yeah.
the in anime, I think that's
so
the
too.
funniest show. For
I
me.
think so too. And I haven't even really watched like
Finished it, right?
I finished
yeah.
it, but I'm like dying in that show. So I'm like,
I
okay,
swear,
like
I
I
swear.
bro. So I love that aspect of
Yeah.
it. So I know for sure I'm gonna enjoy it, like just watching it through.
Yeah.
But I don't want to rush it either.
I feel
and
you,
just
yeah.
like watch 2 episodes here, 3 weeks later, watch 3 here.
Right.
So
Because that way you also forget kind of what happened.
yeah,
as
and
well,
bro,
yeah.
I have it's like a blessing and a curse, bro. I have the worst memory of all time. That's why I was like nervous coming out here. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I've watched 30 animes and I don't remember a single one.
I
So I'm
feel
like,
you,
what am I
brother.
even gonna talk
Yeah,
about? But I'm excited to like watch that one and just and rewatch other shows that like
Right.
I've seen already.
Yeah.
Because honestly, every time I rewatch a show, it's like watching it for the first
No,
time.
I'm
I'm like,
not-
I don't remember a dang thing that happened
feel
in
you.
here.
I feel you, bro.
So So yeah, I'm excited to watch One Piece. Or like, but when I got time, it's like
you'll respect it. See, he's respecting it and giving it the time.
I'm giving it the time it deserves.
Yeah, he's not gonna rush it. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Yeah, he's gonna eat that up. He's gonna eat that up. No, okay, it makes sense. But yeah, no, with One Piece, especially right now where it's at in the story, I can already tell you're gonna love it for how the story is presented, how the episodes are done, how the fight scenes are. You feel me? And the pacing now. Like every episode they reveal something new to the plot, whereas previously you would have to get through multiple episodes to get like more of the plot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you said, characters amazing, and the fact that you already love the characters, you're locked in.
Hey, in hindsight, it might feel like they're adding more to the plot every like 10 episodes,
right?
But in reality, how Oda writes his story, there's like all these subtleties that you just do not understand,
which is valid. You realize that stuff that you didn't think were getting added to the story actually were.
They tie in later on.
The entire time they were, but you don't realize that until like more episodes.
I mean, that's just good writing.
No,
so
yeah, he's good.
Good for him.
25 years in the making.
I think like right now, like the manga wise, right? There's some stuff you're just like, oh my, like how people tie it together. Although whether it's true or not, whether Oda's like, oh yeah, I definitely did that, on
purpose,
or not. Like he tied in together like A, B, C, D, all the way to like Z. Right now, you're like,
what the?
There's no way. There's no way you gave us.
You did this on purpose.
You gave us everything, and then like now we're seeing. It's weird. It's weird.
You know how in Hunter, specific people in the real world, they don't know Nen, but they have such a strong ability, like the Komugi, like the what's the game? Shogi.
Oh yeah, the girl.
With the Shogi game, right? She didn't have a Nen ability, but she was so good at Shogi that was her Nen, power kind of thing. That's how I feel like it is for Oda.
Okay.
This man, whenever he puts his pen to paper, it doesn't matter what he does.
He's eating it.
It doesn't matter what he does. Every little brushstroke ties in. Like everything just makes sense at the end of the day. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
he's a genius.
He has never said truer words than what he just spoke at that moment.
All right, next question. Speaking on Itachi, was Itachi really a hero, or was he just a villain with a sob story? Talk to me.
That sounds like a rude question.
Talk to me.
Why is it phrased like that?
The truth. Let's see.
I mean, you could definitely see it both ways.
Right.
You could definitely see it both ways.
And I respect it.
I mean, I gotta say he's a hero because just based in that setting, what a ninja is, bro. They just listen to their orders and their villages,
I respect it.
He really put like the village ahead of like what his own, I guess, emotions were. So I would say he's a hero just because.
I give you that.
Yeah, he really I mean, who could do that? Like just kill your entire family based off of like what you are as like that's his whole existence as being a ninja.
Yeah.
So like putting his orders above like his own emotions.
That's a good way to put it. I never heard it in a way like orders, like the orders kind of come first in a way. Like he's a ninja at the end of the day, and that's what he was ordered to do. My thing is, right, I would also agree he's a hero, 100%. He definitely is a hero. But the way he went about becoming a hero, that's what I don't like. I don't like what he did.
Still a hero.
You know what I don't like is why people are so like
people.
Yeah, people.
You can just say me if you want.
No, because I had another friend. He was like talking about like how he needs more people to die in shonen and stuff, right? And I'm over here. Like, he said he wants like 70% of the cast of My Hero to die.
Damn.
Like one of the reasons, like one little critique he had. I'm like,
hey, that would make them useful in some way. Because they kind of just got pushed to the side.
I get that. That's valid. In My Hero, because they're damn near useless, that makes sense.
But
right?
other shows,
But I'm saying like just for shonen or others, like just the criteria for a show, like majority of the characters that go to war should die. Iffy, it might work in Naruto because Naruto you had like
a lot of wars.
A lot of wars or. White people don't die is because Naruto he kind of kept everybody alive with the cloak. Anyways, point being, right? Why people want like the best case scenario. Shit is messy. Realistically, life-wise, especially in the world of ninjas, betrayal, black ops, all of this stuff. Like it makes sense why an entire village like story-wise, would need to die, and the person that does it was a part of said village.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like realistically in their world, atrocities like across the board, every village, just everybody's a damn near a monster. You know, there's a fine line between a ninja and a human.
Right.
You know, like the morality is like, well, for a living, like our whole premise, like the main job of the entire village, like the whole continents, right, is you got to kill people. Espionage.
And they struggle with that throughout the show. They make that a theme in the show. How are you a ninja first, or you know, is your humanity come first? You know what I mean, they do that with a lot in Naruto.
And Nick makes a good point. Like he was following orders to an extent, right? A little bit more complicated than that, but yes, like he's told to do something. Right. The options he has are not too great, so he does what he has to do.
And I respect it.
Valid.
You know what I'm saying?
You've been spitting
great writing. Great
90% of this time.
I cannot lie. Great writing. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's great writing. But at the end of the day, I think he could have went about it in different ways. I don't think death and murder was the only way to go about that situation.
Real quick.
What's up?
In comparison to us, where would we put Itachi's intelligence? In comparison to us.
To
us?
Our intelligence?
Us, just in general.
Like
Nigga, he's up
Einstein.
there, bro. Yeah, he's there. What the hell?
Right? So why do you think, how do you have the nerve to say you think he could have done it better?
Because, you know, you also said that before. You know that, right? Did you not?
I'm stupid compared to him.
Oh, no.
I'll admit it.
What would have been a good
alternative
though?
Yeah.
Like,
let's hear this, Mr.
like,
G.
hey guys, let's move. Let's move to a
Yeah,
different
you know what's
village.
crazy? That's what
Hey, you guys, let's pick up where we're at and let's go.
you know the SpongeBob and Patrick. How about we move Bikini Bottom over here?
You know what's crazy? That's actually what I was thinking. But no, I think they should have leaned on Shisui more. I think because Shisui's whole plan was to use Koro Matsukami on the whole Uchiha clan and to make them forget about wanting to do the coup and whatnot, right? But Danzo took him out before he could do that.
So after that, after Shisui's gone,
Yeah, no. But before all of that, I think Itachi should have leaned on Shisui a lot more.
From my understanding too, at least at the Uchiha at that time, there was very much an underlying issue that they kind of turned bad. You know, like the way that their emotions are set up.
Also, racism.
No.
Sounds like racism to me.
See, okay, it does sound like that, especially like based on like actions from Danzo, or I'm gonna go with Tobirama. Tobirama did have a point in
The biggest
saying,
racist in the show. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Good job, bro. Good job.
Nah,
You're doing great, by the way. Continue.
let me finish.
Yeah, y'all been
Let me
letting you
fucking
finish.
talk.
Continue.
Bitch. Anyways, moving on.
Not saying you're racist or anything. But.
There was an underlying issue that these guys do kind of crave power. You know, it has been seen with multiple characters in the show. It was a big
elevate their
the prowess. Like once they have power, they they want more power. And but that's the thing. It was an issue within just the Uchiha clan alone, let alone having to like live alongside all the other clans in the village or any other village, right?
So what are you saying?
Well, I'm saying like the whole plan of Shisui wanting to use the Kotso big word. That I can't. Yes, on them for them to what?
Either forget or just not do the coup anymore.
Forget the coup or whatever, right? Yeah. I agree. I don't think they all should have been wiped out. There are better ways to handle stuff like that. That's just more like that's the easiest way. That's the simplest way to do it.
He admitted it,
right?
That's all I get.
There are better ways, but I'm saying I don't think what Danzo's decision or forcing Itachi to do was right. Right. I don't agree with that. But given the decisions that Itachi had, what he could possibly do. Very limited. It wasn't like he alone cannot change. Like you said, Shisui was already dead.
Yeah,
right?
At that point.
Yeah, he's not gonna change that. Even if he does at that moment, if he's not a factor and able to constantly do that, by nature, the underlying issue that they crave power and are willing to and have historically killed each other to achieve said power. Right. That would be a reoccurring issue that have to be resolved by Shisui. His constant usage of putting them under the big word that you said that I cannot say.
You can just say the genjutsu.
The genjutsu, right? Yeah. So from a perspective of like, this is the easiest way to deal with said problem.
Right. Just kill everybody.
I'm not saying it was right. I don't agree with it, but I'm saying that's how it panned out.
Oh, you don't agree with what Itachi did?
I don't agree with the decision that was forced upon him.
So what Itachi did?
No, I don't disagree with what he did.
Okay.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, come on. Like, why are we like? I'm telling you, everybody's under a genjutsu, bro.
No, it's because personally, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I would want to do that, right? But it takes a hero. It takes someone with the guts, you know, to sacrifice everything for the majority. You know, like sacrifice a few for the majority. I know it sounds bad, But
It is bad, bro. What are we doing?
No, because think about it this. Alternatively, right? Just save one person, to save any single one of you, I will let the whole world burn.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible too.
Sounds like Aaron to me.
To that, yeah. To
Hell
that one
yeah.
person.
That's my dog.
It's
That's my
the flip
dog.
of a coin, two perspectives. You know,
Right.
like it sounds bad.
I feel you,
however
man.
you split
I feel
it.
you.
Anyways,
I feel you. Yeah, and it's okay. Can you scoot up a little bit to be in
so
the frame?
Get over here, brother. Get over here, brother.
But yeah, no, I think I'll throw this out there and then I'll drop it. He did have still one eye left in a crow. I just want to throw that out there. He did still have the ability to use the genjutsu.
saying, let me get the last word and then we can stop talking about it. It's crazy. But go ahead. You do you.
Yeah.
No,
I forgot to add that in. I just forgot to add that in.
have
That's
it,
what
you
it
have
was. Because you went on a whole fucking spiel why Itachi is a
Next,
great
next.
murderer.
Yeah, you're valid, you're
Itachi's the best Ted Bundy in the world. That's what you just went through.
Don't ever. That is crazy. To make that comparison is weird. Anyways,
bro.
Writing purposes,
Great. Yeah, no.
best way to put the story.
I get you.
Like writing purposes.
Great writing, and it was a beautiful story.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because if they would have just put him under the genjutsu,
Yeah,
but,
right.
It created that like
It
wow,
did.
bro,
It
like
did.
that wow factor,
especially
like,
in OG Naruto, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Sasuke and him putting,
yeah, and then
all that trauma
and
on
then allowing the plot to like twist when Sasuke finds out.
I think that might be the biggest 180 on a character I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life. I think everybody,
you're spitting.
everybody in the world hated Itachi and OG Naruto. But then when they figured out
You're
by the
spitting.
end of Shippuden, not a soul hates that
Bro,
man.
yeah.
true.
But isn't that crazy though?
That's actually crazy.
Because real life,
Yeah.
how he was writing the story, how we perceive it is
Yeah.
like that's a bad guy.
Terrible.
But why? Because we don't understand the context.
Yeah.
We do
We
not
know the whole
understand what
story.
actually happened.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
And
insane.
it depends on how you frame a character and how you, because it could be the same aspect
yeah.
for another character, but we can still hate that character, right?
Like Aaron.
But the way
We're like, oh
Exactly.
my goodness, he's the one getting attacked, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's his fault. It's like,
okay, what are we doing?
Self-inflicted.
It's not his fault.
That's right.
That's self-defense, bro.
Depending on, no, crazy. Crazy.
Self-defense, bro.
That's
Aaron's
wild.
a hero.
Aaron's a hero. Aaron's the real hero. Hell yeah.
No, that's a good example. He sacrificed the many for a few,
all right.
and that was deemed to be like, what the fuck?
now we can
No,
move
100%,
on.
100%. Either you could say either one is right, either one is wrong.
Whatever.
Right? No, okay. All right, let's keep it pushing. Whose loss was more sad? Naruto losing Jiraiya or Gon losing Kite in Hunter?
Ooh,
That's easy.
yeah. I would have to say Naruto losing Jiraiya.
Jiraiya's?
Yeah.
Respect.
What was the question again?
Whose loss was more sad? Gon losing Kite or Naruto losing Jiraiya?
And see, when I think about that, it's like, are you talking about when Naruto found out about Jiraiya?
Right, that's right.
When he's with
Everything.
I think the whole
At
everything.
all context.
But then you see,
Culmination.
ready? Is
Yeah.
Gon's rage moment against?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that
That's what I'm
counts
saying.
against Kite?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking about Kite.
But maybe because Gon's so young that his like emotions
Yeah.
are like extremes,
Everywhere.
right?
Yeah.
Like just based off that, he's like at 100. But Naruto, he's a little older, he's a little
Yeah.
bit more mature. He's able
Yeah.
to like control that a little bit
That's
more.
actually a good point. That's actually valid. Yeah.
The question was sadder or
Yeah, which one was more sad?
Sad.
Yeah.
then yes.
Or at least
concur.
even for you personally, which one?
Or just
hit
like yeah,
more?
watching the show, you know, like from a viewer's
Good point, good
perspective.
Yeah. Which one for you was?
No, because like I always go back to this one where it's in Hunter when they're about to enter the whole like castle, and then the smoker guy is like, "Gon, I won't let you join the team. Think I'm the person that killed Kite." And
Yes.
Gon goes. He does the John Ken Rock,
Yeah.
and you just look in his eyes, and there's nothing. And like, he
Nothing.
lost
Bro.
himself.
Yeah.
To me, that's very sad as a person.
And then Killua comes and taps him on the shoulder.
yeah,
He's like, that's enough.
because Killua
Yeah.
knows what
Yeah.
Gon's going through as like he lost his humanity
Yeah.
in that moment. It's like that's really sad for a little kid, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good point.
That is a great
That's
point.
good
And that's the best, one of the best scenes in anime ever. Like just especially in just a rage scene. That's why we have that statue right there. Honestly, bro.
I want
That's
to
my
build
statue.
it. I want to
That's
bring
my
that
statue.
up.
I was like,
that's
bro,
the reason.
That statue and then the Naruto one are the two favorite things you have in this shot. Right?
appreciate it, bro.
It's
yeah.
like that one just depicts that whole scene perfectly.
perfectly, bro. Like the lifeless eyes, the like,
And then
the rage
Pito
scene,
on the
and
ground.
then Pito's head on the ground.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
that
deep
was tough.
that.
That was tough.
And then
That was
mind you,
tough.
a little Easter egg from Greed Island. That little
Chain or
the card that they had. I forgot what it was called. Paladin's necklace. Paladin's necklace.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
Paladin's necklace. That kind of it basically any magic effects or whatever like a genjutsu. It basically overwrites all of that and it makes you see the truth. So it's kind of like a fire Easter egg right there to add. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. That's so hard.
I mean,
bro.
that's a great point that you put up, though. Yeah, because that was, I mean, that's just a sad scene. Just seeing a little kid, especially like like going through that was just kind of crazy.
It's a great visualization, like you were
Yeah.
saying, of a rage moment. One of the best, in fact.
Yeah,
So.
okay, so who did it better? Naruto.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Rage moment?
No,
Oh,
just
we're
like
still with
sadness.
sad.
Just sadness. I think sad. That's a good question for the next.
No, that's
question.
what I was saying. I was
We get to that
thinking-
second. Oh, this is how we do it. We just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
just go
think.
back,
And then,
back.
yeah, for real. But in my opinion, I think when everything around Naruto that was happening after Jiraiya's death, you feel me? Spoiler alert, sorry. After Jiraiya's death, and also the little monologue Jiraiya had as he was going down the water, right? That shit hit me.
Hey,
Oh,
the book
it did.
though?
When he's like,
Yes.
story?
Yes.
He's
He's like,
Wow.
I think I'll name it like the
tale of
tale of
Naruto.
Naruto Uzumaki.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's a nice.
That's
ring to it.
it has a nice
Fuck,
ring to
dude.
it, right? So that whole scene, and then Naruto finding out, and then you just see him under a lamppost flickering at night with a popsicle. Like,
No, the
two
the
popsicle
popsicle.
that got me melting. I was like, yeah,
That got me.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
you think it was melting? It
Yeah.
was actually the tears.
I was like, bro, that hit. You feel me? But when it comes to Gon, the pure just anger and sadness of that one scene right there of him just letting it all out. He just let it all out. You feel me? And he said, "You can take it all. Take
That's
everything."
all. That's deep.
He said, "Take everything, bro. Anything that I will ever have, ever." Just take it all. Just give me the power. You feel me? So it's just to think of that, he just sacrificed everything he's ever will and ever had just to receive that power to avenge his homie. Is
That's
just like,
definitely
yes.
something like a kid would do.
That's
Right,
what- as a kid,
exactly.
you
Like
don't know
I'm
what it
saying,
is.
yes,
Yeah.
bro. So I don't know, bro. It's a toss up.
It is a toss up.
For me. It's a toss up.
But then like Gon spent less time with Kai.
fair.
Like,
That's
Jiraiya-
actually fair.
That's like
actually
the main
fair.
point.
That's
I
a
was
big
like-
point right there.
Jiraiya trained Naruto for so long and
Raised
like
them.
yeah, basically raised him.
I give
yeah.
it.
That's a
I
good
give it.
point.
You know
Good
what?
point.
Yeah.
That actually
The
swayed
only
me. That
person
swayed me.
in like Naruto
Yeah.
that would actually technically have raised him.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the third Hokage wasn't doing shit. I give you that. Yeah, I didn't even do that. So,
Yeah.
I give you that. I think that
Valid.
swayed me right there.
That's a good point, good point.
Because I am rewatching it right now, and
They're together.
them being together.
fire.
He trains him and he teaches him and he notices, right? Because Naruto asks him, he's like, "Yo, can you watch me train?" Like he was teaching him Rasengan. He's like, "Can you watch me train?" He's like, "No, I got research to do." And he goes into the town and shit like that, looks at girls and whatever, right? But he's also trying to find Tsunade. And then he sees a kid with a dad, right? And he sees a popsicle and whatnot. And Jiraiya realizes, he's like, damn, like Naruto doesn't have a dad.
Yeah.
So the
yeah.
next time he comes back, Naruto perfects that stage of the Rasengan, and then he's like, "You're doing good," and then he gives him the popsicle. You feel me?
Yeah,
So just like
yeah.
little instances
just like
that,
bro. Yeah, you're like,
Sad.
yeah,
Very
I give you
sad.
that. I give you that. You know what? You're right. I picked
You're right.
Jiraiya.
I gotta say that.
You
I got
reminded us, you
Jiraiya.
reminded
but
us.
it's a close one.
It's a close one. But I'm gonna go with Jiraiya on it. Which one you got?
No, I'm going Jiraiya.
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya boy.
Jiraiya boy.
Yeah.
You guys all go Jiraiya.
Kirby Sensei.
Respect
Yeah,
it,
right there.
respect
Yep. In the middle. Sorry.
There we go.
Oh,
there
that's
we go.
hard. I didn't even
Yeah.
think that. You know what's crazy? The more you look at this wall, the more like little manga panels you see and like little things that you find. That's so tough. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Vegeta going Super Saiyan. Tough. All right. Who has the next one? Who has the most wasted potential in Naruto?
Well, easy answer.
Wasted potential.
Wait.
Wasted potential.
I got mine. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, I think I got it.
But I think I know which one you're
Sakura.
gonna
I think
say.
you're gonna say.
I think
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
say
someone else.
I'm gonna say a different one though.
I'll say a different one.
Who
I'm gonna say. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I'm gonna say mine.
wasted potential?
Yeah.
All right, how about you guys answer first? I want to see.
All right, bet. I'm gonna go with Neji.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
because Neji for me, because in OG Naruto they stated that the Byakugan the Sharingan
Yes.
derived from the Byakugan. So it's like, okay, the Hyuga clan they're cold, they're
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and Neji was the first like, yo, this guy's a prodigy. You know, what I'm saying? This guy's the strongest.
yeah.
He was stronger than Lee at the time, supposedly. You feel me? So it's like. He should have been cold the whole time. He died to a stick, which is crazy. So you know what I'm saying. So
They did him dirty.
They did him
They
dirty.
did him dirty.
They did him dirty.
Because he literally had a move to counter.
Counter that. That was his whole plot point
That's
in
his
OG
whole shtick.
Naruto. That was his whole plot point in OG Naruto.
that was weird.
He had a little
Blind spot.
a
Weak
blind
point.
spot,
Achilles
exactly, a
heel,
blind
whatever.
spot in the back, and he derived a jutsu to combat that blind spot, and he dies that way at the end. Come on, you could say it's irony, but like, yeah, to me, it's just it's messed up. Wait,
Because they hyped him up so much.
They
too.
did. No,
Like they hyped him up
did.
so much, especially when they first like introduced him
Yes.
and the Byakugan and all that.
They said
So
the
I'm
whole
like, oh,
genius
yeah.
thing, and he was the
Yeah.
face of being a genius. So yeah, they did help him up a lot.
Ah, that's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Who y'all got? You want to say Neji too?
I was gonna say that. I thought you were gonna say Rock Lee first.
I was gonna say
But I was
that.
like,
That's what I was
no,
thinking
low-key
second. Like
Neji.
Rock Lee's right there.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
You figure
I was
Rock
gonna
Lee?
say Rock Lee.
I respect it. No, Rock Lee's tough, and Rock Lee he opened 4 gates as a kid, bro. 4 out of the 8 inner gates as soon as he became a Genin for real, right? Before he became a Chunin. So
we're talking about like wasted, like even like to this day, right?
yeah, to this day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Rock Lee.
Yeah, Rock Lee for me as well. He's up there.
Rock Lee should be like
potential.
like the tank of the Hidden Leaf.
He should be as strong or no, he should be stronger than Guy.
Technically.
Technically, he should be
Have
stronger
like
than Guy.
the
Yeah.
next always surpasses
It would be like Naruto, just because of their hacks, right? Naruto, Sasuke, and then like the third,
Should
like
be
the
Lee.
tank should be Lee.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Lee with the 4th gates, I think is stronger than Neji throughout OG Naruto, in my opinion, at the beginning. But
because Sasuke was hyped up too,
Sasuke was gas.
and then Lee put the paws on him.
He said in front of Sakura too. He has said
in front of Sakura, and he turned to Sakura and he was like, you know what? So yeah, nah, definitely.
I like how you said that because it's Naruto and Sasuke are legit plot and descendants of gods.
Yeah.
Lee is just him.
He's normal dude.
Yeah, normal dude.
With no
chakra,
ninjutsu.
no
no
nothing,
chakra, just straight
With
hard
no
work.
ninjutsu, bro. It's
Straight
like,
hard work.
yeah, straight hard work.
Straight hard work and a little liquor, bro. That's all. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yo, when he goes drunken fist, bro, taking on Kimimaru, that's
Bro,
crazy.
That's
work.
crazy.
That's
crazy.
no one in the original 12 is taking on Kimimaru. No one.
Hey,
No one.
taking on Gaara was insane.
A Jinchuriki.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As a child,
As a
the only person up
child.
until that time to touch him.
What are we doing,
crazy.
bro?
That's crazy.
I'm actually kind of pissed off that they wasted the whole 12, bro. The whole Konoha 12.
We're talking about like Jonin, like grown ass Jonin,
Yeah,
like
bro.
assassins sent by his
Yes,
father.
bro.
Like they can't even touch Gaara, and then some random scrappy kid from the village.
Yeah. Drop some weights and then put the paws on him for real. Yeah.
That
shit
scene was
pissed
so
me
tough too.
It
When he
really
drops the
was.
weights,
I just
bro.
saw an edit the other day too.
That shit is so tough.
Yeah, bro.
That was one of them.
Do you have one or
Neji,
you
I
would
think
agree?
is
Neji?
probably my answer. Yeah,
Valid,
because
valid.
that's
You know what's an honorable mention is Shino.
Fair.
Shino had
no, they gassed him at the
Yeah,
beginning.
they did gas him in
Yeah.
the beginning, and then when you see the Anbu Black Ops, the purple guy, like
Oh,
you
yes.
kind of see the extent to like how kind of strong they can go.
They can go
with
yeah.
like
the Aburame
bugs
clan,
and like you just touch somebody, they're poisoned,
Poison.
they're dead, they're just dead.
because of that one insect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I feel like all of them.
That's actually valid.
Like Shogi and
The whole 12. The
Choji?
whole one of
Kiba?
12. Kiba.
Kiba.
no.
You're not-
bro, I
you're
thought
not
Dog
fucking
Tango
with
Fang was so tough.
Wasted potential.
You don't like pets, do you?
Yeah, crazy work,
I
bro.
love cats. I love
But yeah,
cats.
we could keep it pushing. What is your favorite fight in Naruto?
In Naruto,
It could
there's
be
a
OG,
lot.
Shippuden.
Dude, there's
It could even be
so
Boruto
many.
for real.
Oh hell no.
Yo, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is
Bro.
one thing that they do good in Boruto is because they have Naruto and Sasuke still fighting.
Yeah.
Arguably, Boruto's the fight with Sasuke, Naruto, and
Momoshiki?
Momoshiki.
That's mine.
Is it Momoshiki? That's
Really?
Momoshiki, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my number
Crazy.
one.
I
The
mean,
one in
just
the movie, right?
choreography
The one in the movie, yeah.
is nuts. The choreography in that
Always.
fight
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
just crazy.
Tough. Naruto choreography from OG Naruto
Yeah.
to now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They were doing some nut
Ahead
shit.
of the time.
Yeah, ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And to this day, no one's still doing it like Naruto for real. So
Dude, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy how much choreography does for a show. Like I see slightly more and more choreography in One Piece. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you make the show like 3 times better just because these characters are actually like
Scrapping,
moving, grooving, and it's insane.
yeah.
I think fight scene though, it might not be the best one, but the one you were mentioning is just the Gar and Rock Lee fight.
Your favorite, right?
I think
Yes.
it might be my favorite.
Yes, bro. Oh my god. You know, I hear a lot of people saying that's their favorite, and I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I am
I
not
think
mad
it
at
has
it.
to be my favorite. Just based off even just that little scene we're talking about, just
Yeah.
the weights. It reminded me of like Dragon Ball Z. You know,
Yes.
when they drop the weights and then you're like,
Yes.
okay, he's about to go
And
crazy,
they go
right now.
crazy.
and they go
They turn
crazy.
off. Yeah.
So I think that's my favorite fight, bro.
It's like Dragon Ball, but without all the like the time that it takes to power up and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they
He's-
went straight
Yeah, he
into it, bro.
straight up was like, a guy was like,
All right,
listen,
Lee.
Lee. All right,
It's all right. Take 'em off.
Take him off. Guy sensei.
You said this is an exception, though. He said, "Oh, that's much better."
Yeah, and he starts cheesing, and he's like,
Yeah.
He goes like that, and it just drops it, and then Tamari goes, what's letting go of a little ways gonna do?
And
Boom.
then Kakashi's like, "Guy, no
That's
way
a
you
little
did it."
excessive,
Yeah,
don't you think?
it's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm like, bro, yeah. And then I right after he did that, teleport, boom, yeah, yeah,
like,
and he just starts jumping. Gaara,
Yeah.
his automatic sand defense couldn't even keep up. That's crazy.
You know what got me thinking though? Didn't Sasuke fight Lee
Before it,
when he had his weights on? Like
Crazy.
even blocking somebody's hit, you had like what? How much weight was it?
A lot.
I don't know.
A lot.
was
And the
tons.
strength, and
Gotta
the
be
strength, like just
tons.
raw, not even like a second. What's it called?
What?
His Lee's power.
Who?
Gates.
Oh, the gates.
Gates.
open-
yeah,
yeah,
not like
yeah,
not even going
Gates,
second
yeah.
Gates, like just raw.
Yeah.
It should feel like a truck.
Yeah,
is
hitting you.
hitting
Yeah.
you if you block anything.
Yeah, no wonder Sasuke got no diff. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that
dude,
man
but
got-
it's-
got deleted.
It's actually kind of scary though when you think about it. Like you got a kid swinging at you with like the tons.
And the fact that
Tons.
he almost beat Gaara is even crazier. Like he should have beat them, but then he pulled out the goddamn Shikaku goddamn going crazy, sand coffin.
And he was still willing to fight.
Yeah, and he was still
He said-
that's a good point that he still was like he got up right
Yeah.
unconscious ready to go and guy started crying. He's like I'm sorry.
He's like, I'm so
bro.
sorry I did that to you.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's valid.
Yes,
bro.
great one, great
Nah,
one.
that's
that
a good
has to be
one.
the best one, I
Nah,
think.
I'm not gonna lie to you in terms of like that fight. Those are one of the fights that you will always remember.
Yeah.
you will not forget that fight. So that's actually valid. What you got?
Oh, for me, we could go with.
Oh, I haven't. I know.
You got
right,
they got a lot of
I
fights.
just
in
They
there.
got a lot of fights, man.
It's shonen ones like OG, like Loki. I'll go shonen. It's the Valley fight.
Yeah,
finally.
that was my second
Dude.
one.
Oh, the first one.
The first
one.
Oh,
I
my
like that.
goodness,
I
so
like that.
tough.
The animation for that first one, tough. The hand-to-hand combat and the choreography.
They just remade it recently, and it looks so fire.
I
bro.
wish they remade the whole OG Naruto.
They should have remade the whole show.
You know how much money they'd make?
Cut out the filler.
Cut out the
Cut out the
legit. You know what's crazy? OG Naruto doesn't have that much. It's mostly Shippuden that has the filler.
But isn't it true?
Has the
Like, there's like what 5 seasons in shonen?
I'm not
5
sure.
or 6?
I'm not
But
sure about the season.
I thought that like
aspect.
the last season.
That- that's what it
it's
is.
filler, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so with Naruto, the last after the final Valley fight, they have a lot of filler until Naruto leaves the village, in Shippuden. So that whole last bit is pretty much useless. In the actual main plot, there's not a lot of filler. Shippuden is where they go like in between the whole arcs and shit. There's a bunch of filler. So, but without filler would be crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shout out those people that make the filler list too, because
Facts, brother.
they're the backbone of this community, man.
God,
I'm
dude.
like fillerlist.com.
Yeah. It's like, all right, which one is filler? Because this one feels like filler for real. Yeah, I love those.
I'm not sure if you remember that episode when there's like a random kid that they find like outside of the village or something. I don't know if that one was filler or not.
Right.
But they kind of like take that kid in. They all care for the kid, and then Naruto goes like, "Why do you guys all care for this random stranger that's like exiled, like isolated by himself?
Yeah.
But you guys treat me like shit."
I'm not gonna lie, they should have dove deeper into
Yeah.
those themes a lot more in
So
Naruto.
if that one
so
was
tough.
filler, then they did some filler pretty
They-
solid.
no,
they did actually do really good
Yeah.
fillers.
That
like,
I was gonna say,
like you
Naruto.
could watch them and like be fine.
Yeah,
like, they were. They weren't
Naruto,
bad.
I think out of all animes, does one of this filler is one of the best.
Yeah.
You could watch it and be like, "Yo, this is hard. This is a
Yeah.
hard filler." Especially their movies too. Their movies is tough,
Oh, the
bro.
movies
love
are
the
crazy.
movies.
For Naruto, I feel like it's like some of the best
Some of
and
the-
some of the worst.
Yeah, for the
Because-
movies.
No, for the fillers. There's some fillers I'm just like, yo, this is
Oh yeah, no.
irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Yeah, no, that's valid. But their movies, their movies always.
They were
different.
training animators, you know. They're like,
Yeah.
we got some new hires.
They
we gotta
were.
train them.
But their movies for me always hit. Those fight scenes always hit. I'm not gonna lie, even though they're completely filler.
How about you 2 fights? Your 2 fights
What? Oh, I was also gonna say
and yours.
I was gonna say the Momoshiki one. Obviously, the Momoshiki one is
Solid.
tough. Naruto and Sasuke as adults, Sasuke takes off his cloak and he's like, "All right, let's show him what we really about." He's like, "All right, bet." And then Naruto cracks his fingers and they're on go the whole
You
time.
think they
You feel
trained
me?
together?
Huh?
You think they trained together?
Trained?
Yeah.
They probably had a little
They
sparring
were
matches and
fluid.
whatnot. They were, brother,
Fluid.
it's like they never left. It's like
Dude.
Sasuke never left the village, bro.
Dude, crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. And then I want to say not necessarily the fight, right? But the scene, right, with Minato versus Obito. This man learned his ability after the second time. He's like, all right, I got it. And then throws a kunai at his face. And then Obito thinks he won. And he's grabbing him and he's like, I won. And then Minato, boom, teleports, grabs the kunai, flying Raijin level 2. Bah! And then just the music starts playing.
the music
It's all-
goes-
the
music
music.
going on.
So it's like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Minato has some of the best scenes. in
That
all of
scene,
Naruto.
yeah.
So,
he
those
was
are my two.
tanking.
He was, bro,
No, like Obito tanky as fuck.
tanked a whole Rasengan straight from
the same
Minato.
guy that clashed the 9-tail beast bomb
Yeah.
with the Rasengan.
he tanked that.
That's
You know-
crazy.
You know why? He had Hashirama cells. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hashirama cells is Chico
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
OP.
show.
That's
the
OP,
whole
bro.
show is like, how'd you do that? Hashirama
Hashirama
cells.
cells.
Hashirama cells. What you feeling?
I like the first final fight.
Final Valley. Okay.
That one for sure.
Mhm.
And then, hey, low-key though, Kakashi. No. Sorry, my first favorite is Kakashi Obito.
Yep.
Kakashi
That was a great
Obito.
one.
Yes.
My all-time fight. My
Yes.
all-time favorite. Probably damn near all anime.
That choreography
Right?
is terrific.
I do like the final Valley fight, the
Mhm.
first one. Both of them. But
both of them were hard. Yeah.
the Kakashi versus I forget his name. The guy with the 5
Kakazu.
Kakazu.
Yeah.
That one was
That's a
solid
great
as
fight.
fuck too.
Oh, that was
Valid.
Solid as fuck.
Valid.
And then a little underrated one was Lee versus
Oh, say it.
fuck, what's his name?
Kimimaru.
Kimimaru.
Fair.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I love Kimimaru's character, his ability. Lee's drunken face, like it's the
Yes.
funny little gimmick,
Yes.
but he's like that guy.
An
And
underrated
then,
fight in my opinion. I think that one's the
yeah.
underrated
Because
one.
that's when he pulled up after getting healed from the whole Gar thing, right?
It's crazy. The man was still limping when they went on their on the Sasuke retrieval.
Really?
He was limping. He was trying to go up the stairs, and Tsunade's like, "Don't do that." Right? In that same day, in the same the next day, he's already fighting Kimimaru. I'm like, brother, you're him. You're a dog. So yeah, Lee will forever be like one of my favorite characters in Naruto. I don't
Yeah,
like
they got
to-
solid ones.
Yeah, so that's solid fights, bro. Solid fights. All right, choose your dream 3-man squad in Naruto.
3-man.
3-man
So
squad,
I don't
including
know.
you. So technically, yeah.
So 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you, or technically it's you, 2 other teammates, and then a
Oh,
sensei.
a sensei.
So 3 members, including you. It's
Okay.
4. So choose your
Kakashi the sensei for sure.
Oh, you already. Oh, you got it. Okay, there you
Already
go.
for sure.
Talk
Just
to me.
because I feel like everybody just feels confident when he's there.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
they
my
feel
God.
like that. Like every time I saw Kakashi like go out on a mission, I'm like, oh, they're
They
chilling.
gonna be
Like,
safe.
what
They
are we
gonna be
doing
safe.
here? They're
They
chilling.
gonna be
Like they're
safe.
good.
Yeah.
So that's sensei. And then
2 members.
2 members.
A lot to choose from.
Where are they at though in the show?
And you can choose whenever.
And that's the beauty of
Whenever,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
can
beauty of
switch it up.
You
can
could
switch
choose
it up.
in Kakashi's
Okay,
time. You
okay.
can choose in Hashirama's time. You can choose whatever.
That's wild.
That's a crazy.
It's your dream. Your
Dang,
dream.
The whole. I mean, I feel like you can't even go wrong with any.
You can't. You
I
can't.
know, you can have a stack lineup.
Yeah.
You could have a stack lineup. I would do.
Start thinking about Yaz
I would do
in the meantime.
Tsunade as a
Okay.
healer.
Ooh.
I think she's nice as a healer.
Yeah, she is nice.
Kakashi, Tsunade.
Kakashi Tsunade, mean.
Kakashi, Tsunade.
And then one more.
Hashirama because he's OP.
There we go.
Hashirama?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Just
tough.
'cause he-
So
That's tough.
Kakashi's Hashirama's leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to switch it up.
I like that.
Yeah,
No, I
switch
like
it
that.
up, you know what I'm
No, I'm
saying?
not-
Like-
as a sensei, I would take Kakashi. I'm not gonna lie to you. As a sensei, Kakashi, you cannot go wrong with
Because
Kakashi.
he just brings the best out of everyone. You know what I'm
Everybody,
saying?
all
Like,
the time.
Very understanding guy.
Yeah, a very
Yeah,
understanding guy.
yeah.
Very. And I feel like he learned from Minato, and he was like, "Yeah, this is how you curate a squad for real." You feel me? And he just did it, excelled at it. So that's respectful.
Yeah.
So you said Kakashi as the sensei, Hashirama as a teammate, and then Tsunade as a teammate as well.
Yup.
And then you got you. That's actually valid. That's
I think that'd be a solid squad.
That's
I
tough.
think
I like that.
I think we could do some missions.
some damage for real.
Do some
Yeah,
damage
we
out
can-
there.
I got mine for real. I got Hashirama as a sensei, right? And then, because he's the GOAT of all shinobi,
goat.
you know, he
He's
can teach
just a
me a
goat.
few things too,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
And then we got Minato as my teammate and Shisui as my teammate.
Valid.
Brother, I'm not gonna lie to you. Ain't nothing happening to me. Ain't nothing happening
Yeah,
to me.
you solid
bro.
there. You solid there.
I feel like Minato, right, being the he's a prodigy as a kid. My man took on the 9 tails, bro, as a kid, bro. You got it. You feel me? And then created his own jutsu, right? That everybody copied. We had Naruto that copied it. Jiraiya copied it. Kakashi copied it. You feel me?
Konohamaru.
Konohamaru copied it.
I mean, that was the most important jutsu of the whole
Exactly,
show. Like
exactly.
that was.
That was like his one move.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
moment
that
was
was really
like
like-
right. And then we got Shisui, just a cool guy, cool older brother type of figure. You know what I'm saying? Him and Itachi, that dynamic duo, and always being like the brother figure to all of them stuff. So
She's a solid.
I love Shisui, man.
Legit, the only person I'm changing out is Minato for Lee.
Woo!
I have the same lineup as you.
That
Yeah.
little work ethic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go train, Lee.
I just want
I'm
someone
already there.
taijutsu, someone
I'm
with
already
eyes,
there.
and Hashirama because he's he could heal kind of.
Fair.
And he just goes.
True.
Oh yeah, that man could heal with no signs.
Slightly heal.
Valid.
Kane.
I am picking Toby Rama
Okay,
for my leader.
got you.
Oh, damn.
See,
okay.
because I don't want to do like anybody too OP, right? Because they just solve a problem for you, right?
True.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be able to solve the problem.
See, what I'm thinking too is like Toby Rama, right? Invented damn near every jutsu.
did.
The creator, yep.
Yeah, he's the creator, right?
Facts.
So you have to line up underneath them, learn a couple of things, right? Great minds. Okay, so this is gonna sound a little weird, right? So Toby Rama, Itachi, right? You want to throw in some Uchiha with
Damn.
He had an Uchiha
No,
homie.
yeah, he
right,
did. Yeah.
right. And then I'm going to go. There's one more, right?
Yeah. One more. Teammate.
But why is always the last one that's hard?
Right?
You got any? You could really
So
choose
you
anybody.
have an Uchiha, you have a Senju.
Senju. Yeah. And then
Okay, Uchiha. But this one's really hard for me, dude.
clock's ticking. Come on.
We'll have
Boruto.
Hey,
Little
he's cool.
prodigy?
Does he
No.
count?
Yeah, he counts. I'll give you that. Yeah. Naruto? No, it's in the Naruto world.
You can do current Boruto. It'd be cracked.
Why you looking at me so confused? I said he counts.
You know what? I'm gonna do Mitsuki. I feel
Mitsuki?
like
Mitsuki's
Oh.
fire,
I feel
bro.
like he's a little underrated. I feel like they're not
Okay.
showing him
That's a good
enough
one.
love.
You need like
Unless
a
they got a
Orochimaru.
fishing rod, then you're done.
No, legit. You need
Unless
a
they got that
Orochimaru
fishing
fan.
rod, man.
I feel you. I give you that.
That's all. That's all. I
That's
like
all.
that. I like
That's
that.
all. All right. I want to point out as I'm rewatching OG Naruto, right? You know how Tsunade always loses gambling bets, right? She goes to the casino, she loses slots, she loses whatever. She always loses whatever she does, right? The one time that she was winning was when she felt something was wrong, right? Orochimaru was about to pull up, so she knew something was wrong. She's like, all right, we got to bounce. You feel me? And Shizune is like, no, I want to look at this tower. She's like, all right, hurry up. And then Orochimaru pulls up. So she felt something was wrong. I want to point out how she made a bet with Naruto that he couldn't learn the Rasengan, right? And he ended up learning it in a day. So that little Easter egg of like, okay, you knew he was going to learn it because
she was winning.
Yes,
Oh, that's fire,
because
see?
Tsunade, whenever she gambles, she loses. So Naruto learning that would mean she would have lost the bet, right? And obviously she ended up losing the bet. Naruto learned the jutsu.
That's fire,
So some
bro.
little,
Yeah.
OG Naruto has some good writing too. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let OG. I feel like since it's been over for so long, Naruto doesn't get the respect that it deserves by new anime watchers or just like anime community in general nowadays. So I wanted to pull that out. It was just fire to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You think a lot of those instances are maybe just happy mistakes?
For Kishimoto, no. I feel
Oh,
like
Kishimoto.
yeah. I feel like Oda. If it was Oda, hell yeah, hell yeah. But Kishimoto, I feel like when Kishimoto does it, because there's a lot of things Kishimoto
Who
did
looked
in
up to
OG.
who?
Huh?
Who looked up to who?
Hey, that's not the.
That's what I'm
I don't know
saying.
what we're talking about.
That's
But
I want to write like you, big bro.
in OG Naruto, I feel like there's stuff Kishimoto did that was inconsistent, right? Especially in the future. But when he does something, I feel like he does it intentionally.
That's
in OG
valid.
Naruto. For Kishimoto, at least, that's just how I feel his writing is. There could be some things that kind of just fell into place, but for the most part, I feel like Kishimoto's intentional.
That's a very. I feel like a big notable difference is that if Kishimoto messes up, then it's like
You could tell.
it's messed up. You can't really like fix it. It's just kind of there. It's just like a plot hole.
Mhm.
With Oda, he's like a fluid.
Yeah.
Fluid. No matter what it
You
is,
thought it
we're
was a
making
mess
it
up.
work.
Yeah, you thought it was a mess
So,
up, but actually it was
no.
part of the story.
Yeah, no,
he be doing that
exactly.
shit. He be doing that shit. So, shout out to Naruto, bro. I got a question for you. Drop one of these anime forever. Naruto, AOT, Hunter x Hunter.
Easy.
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 Yeah,
is
I gotta
crazy,
drop
bro.
AOT.
Yeah.
I gotta drop AOT. It's not an easy
That's
one,
that's for you guys too.
but I gotta drop AOT.
That was quick.
What?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
hezzy.
I got to.
Oh, I'm not having that. Oh, no, that's y'all answer too.
Yeah.
What? Of course.
What?
Of course.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, Hunter can skedaddle, bro.
Bro.
Hunter can skedaddle. I love Hunter. Don't get me wrong. In terms of watching experience, right? I think Hunter, you can watch Hunter and really enjoy like a good chunk, if not all the episodes, while you're watching it. Same thing with AOT. Naruto, though, some of the episodes for any long running anime, there's gonna be downtime. There's gonna be some episodes you just don't enjoy. So watching experience wise, I Naruto is lacking in this department. However, in terms of culture and like just how the show made you feel, I'm taking Naruto over Hunter, right? And AOT, obviously for me, is always staying. AOT for me is the greatest or one of the greatest stories ever told. And right in the way it was told, front to back, back to front, flawless. Like it's a cycle. The whole thing, you knew what was gonna happen at the end since the beginning. You watched you fully watched AOT, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Spoil
No,
you
yeah,
good?
yeah.
So the man's grave, right, where he woke up at the beginning of the show, right, was his grave, was his resting spot at the end of the show. How do you write like that? But when I do that to Oda, it's okay, huh? When I do that to Oda, it's okay. but when it's Isayama, oh my god. All right. But
I mean, I agree story wise and like and writing,
right.
damn near perfect.
Amazing.
Damn near perfect. But just like, I don't know. There's Hunter x Hunter always just has like a special place in my heart because there's something about kids being just tough in anime.
True. That's actually
It's
fair.
like
Yeah,
that's like my standard of just like what I
Right.
love in anime.
Yeah.
I think that's why like Teen Gohan arc is like, or the Cell Saga. That's like my favorite
That's
Dragon
also-
Ball Z saga of all time.
Mine too, yeah.
For that reason. And then so like that just like it hits that, and then Naruto's like just the
Culture, bro.
greatest. Yeah. But the AOT is really good.
Okay.
So that's a hard like. I would hate to drop it.
I see what you're
but
saying.
I would have to.
Yeah, the culture aspect of Hunter and Naruto are a lot more prevalent, right? With AOT is more story driven, less culture, less character. It's like doing something unique in like left field than most anime. So I get you. I feel that.
Which I like though, because there's like nothing like AOT in
I'm
the
saying,
anime world.
in the
Like,
oh
there's
God,
no.
and that's why it won the Global Impact Award at Crunchyroll.
Shut the.
Hell yeah! Way to sneak that in, huh? You like that? Yeah. Come on, son.
Whatever.
But I respect it. All right. This one is this is a good question. I really like.
See, you know, I kind of regret. I want to like AOT. I want to.
Whenever I bring AOT
want
up.
to like.
You don't even like it?
Nah.
He
See,
likes it. He just doesn't like it as much as like me or other
it's
people.
a complicated feeling, you know. Like I.
It's a
completely-
love-hate relationship.
Exactly. I completely understand how good it is done, right? And I love how stories like that are done. I love it. I'm like, okay, you deserve all your flowers. Right? I just cannot get over the fact how people glaze that shit.
People.
Me?
Yeah.
I just
Have
I
you
don't
seen the ratings on IMDb? I don't know if you know this, but
I don't know.
AOT. Yeah, I love this one. AOT. It's actually because I made a clip about it. And it's posted on my. It's pinned on my Instagram. Right.
The show's over. Get over
AOT.
it.
Hell no. AOT is one of the only shows where half of the show is rated at a 9 or higher on IMDb, and none of the episodes dip below an 8 on IMDb. And it's hard to get a show that doesn't have any episodes under an 8 rating on IMDb. You feel me? Let alone 50% of the show being a 9 or higher. You feel me? So I just want to throw that out there.
But did I used to hate on the AOT
As
before
much
the
as-
pod?
Yeah.
You even before the pod?
Yeah, because I would ask you, well, not hate on it, but like I would ask you, and you're like, I don't know, man.
Like, do you feel like I'm worse now or then?
No, I think you're about the same. Really.
Fuck, dude. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't fucking get it, dude. I don't know why I
like
dislike
AOT?
but I just I don't know. It's good.
I respect.
Whatever.
I feel
Moving
like
on.
I feel like it's because AOT is one of the only shows that give One Piece a run for its money, and I think that's why you really.
feel
I
like-
genuinely think that's why.
I feel like in another like if it was another show, I wouldn't be stressing about it. I'd be like,
Well, that's the thing. There is no other show. There is no other show that's giving One Piece a run for its money like that. You know what I'm saying? From like a purely story aspect and purely like quality aspect, there's no other show that's doing it how AOT was doing it.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
like to be fair, I would say that show for me would be Naruto.
You really think Naruto's
like
giving a One Piece
story-wise?
a run for his money? One
Like
Piece?
story wise,
Oh, yeah.
like fighting wise.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, in
no,
that
for
aspect,
sure, easy.
But I'm talking about like as a
Parallels,
whole culmination.
cultural?
That's
Fair,
true.
fair.
No,
I
like
think so,
easy,
yeah.
like easy.
Okay.
In my like, I would definitely say Naruto. Naruto was my favorite before One Piece,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And it was very like, ooh, who do I like more? You know, but
Fair.
One Piece.
Yeah.
But
No,
but-
we know
but
you.
but
We know which
AOT
one you like more.
AOT's really fucking good.
All right, let's move on. All right, what are some characters? This is a good one. What are some characters that have never ducked a fade? So they on smoke 24/7.
Ooh.
There's a few of them. There's a lot of them actually, I should say.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
One of my favorites is Thorkill from Villain Saga. Have you watched Villain Saga?
Yeah.
Thorkill switched sides during a war just to catch more smoke. He was on the winning side. He was like, nah, this is not. He switched sides and was like, this is better.
Is this season 1?
Or
season 2?
Yes.
I've seen season 1 and like a little bit of season 2.
Thorkill was on time.
Yeah,
All the time.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I get that. Another one. I'm not gonna lie to you. A sleeper one. Ichigo. Ichigo was always.
Oh yeah, Ichigo was.
Soul Society arc, bro. The first arc of the show, he took out how many captains? Like 2, 3 captains?
Yeah.
And some of the strongest ones, mind you. All right.
Our captains like
The strongest.
Zenpachi.
Kenpachi.
Kenpachi.
He also took on Rukia's brother.
See,
what's
shit
his
like
name?
that. I don't know his name. But
Byakuya. He took on Byakuya as well. You feel me? Kuchi.
I need to really watch it to understand why that makes sense.
It's funny because it'll make sense in Thousand Year Blood War. Yeah, that's the funny thing.
But is it like, oh, that's good writing, or it's kind
No,
of
I personally wouldn't say it is. I
No?
personally wouldn't say it is, but it makes sense.
because that's how it doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like that to me.
It's not the best writing, but it's not bad.
Okay.
It's like a fun watch.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe
like a
it.
really
Because
good watch.
there's nothing like too insane about the storyline.
Yeah.
But even Thousand Year
Blood
War, like first episode, he's straight beefing already. and
Man,
just-
his own time.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's crazy? He's fighting a regular Hollow, right? And he goes into his Bankai form for a regular Hollow and then hits him with a strong Getsuga Tensho. I'm like, dog, you didn't need that. You did not need that. But he did that at Aura form. And I respect it. Overkill. Like, very overkill.
Damn.
You feel me? So, but it's fire, though. You know, it's tough. It's fire to watch. But I will say, yeah, Ichigo took on like 2-3 captains as soon as he pulled up to the Soul Society. I'm like, dog.
That's crazy.
He just got his Soul Reaper powers 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's
Okay, Hisoka's another one.
Ooh,
Hisoka's
yes,
another one.
valid.
Bro. I
Solid.
think he
I saw
might
that.
be the top. I think for just bloodlust and like wanting just to
smoke. Yeah.
fight anybody.
Yeah, no,
I think
legit.
that's him.
My man was like, that man's strong. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
scrap with him. Let me scrap with him. During the election arc, he goes, okay, 80 points, 70 points,
Yeah,
60
yeah,
points,
yeah.
36 points. He's out here quantifying people in terms of points, how strong they are, and which one to fight. That's crazy.
I could have sworn he ducked somebody before.
I don't think he ducked a single person. Who did he duck?
I feel like
I think the only time he didn't fight is when they weren't strong enough.
Yeah, that's the only
I
time.
think-
valid.
Because it's not even a fight no more.
Yeah, I think he wanted to like for Gon, for instance, like he didn't want to fight him because like he saw the potential there.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll fight you later when you're strong
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
I think that was it.
Frollo, he was ready to fight on 10.
Dude, crazy.
He was
Crazy.
ready to fight. He was ready to fight Illumi if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
Ooh, Lumi's
Illumi's
an
another
interesting
one.
one.
Illumi's
right?
another one.
Yeah.
Interesting one.
Illumi's like, Illumi just does whatever he wants, real. Hisoka, he was like, you know what? If we weren't working together, Illumi, I'd fight you. For real. But we're working together.
What about Uujin?
Uvujin? Oh, Uvujin was on. He was on
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
He took on the whole. What's their name? What's that group's name?
The Mafia?
Yeah. What's goddamn? What's that? The 10 Shadows. The 10 Shadows. He took on the 10 Shadows alone. He was like, Phantom Troop.
And they're just chilling in the
They just
campfire.
chilling, yeah, like
oh, he'll
we're
get
playing
done
with
whenever
cards
he
and
get done.
shit. Yeah, they're like, I got it. He's like, I got it, bro.
Yeah.
But another one, I got like 4 back to back. First off, Escanor. That's self-explanatory.
Oh, yeah.
That man is sin of pride. That man literally too prideful to walk away. That man got it, bro. Next up, we got Gojo. You know what I'm saying? Gojo is a
Valid.
smoke demon. Shit talks before the fight even starts. Shit talks during the fight, and then shit talks after. You feel me?
Yeah,
We got
Gojo's on
Luck
that.
from Black Clover. You feel
Good
me?
one.
He's on timing.
Luck was.
He's on timing.
Yeah.
He's on timing. Goku. That's his whole
Oh,
shtick.
Goku.
That's his whole shtick. The
That's
man's on
valid.
timing. He's
Is
like,
Luck-
you're strong? I wanna
Luck
fight
yellow
you."
hair?
Huh? Luck
Yeah.
yellow with the lightning powers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Goku, of course. And then this one, I know you'll like this one. Zoro. Zoro
Ooh.
does not duck from a fight. Zoro don't be ducking from nothing, bro. He's like, word, you're after my captain? Slide. Slide with me first, and then you can handle him. If you can't handle me, you can't handle him. So, Zoro's up
That's
there.
tough.
I do feel like Zoro has ducked either maybe because he was given an order to, or because he was just like, oh, that's like, I don't want to fight if I don't have to.
The only time Zoro will duck, I feel like, is from an order from Luffy, right? Because in the arc before Skypiea, I forgot the arc name, but Bellamy, you know what I'm saying, is on, you know, he's
valid.
being a bitch,
Yes.
you feel me? And then Luffy's like, don't. You know what I'm saying? He pulls a Shanks, he's like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, all right, you feel me? But other than that, my man was ready to fight Mihawk, strongest swordsman in the
Yes,
world.
yes.
He was ready to fight anybody in the Don Quixote family. He was ready to fight anybody in Kaido's, you know what I'm saying? He was ready to fight anybody in Big Mom. He was ready to fight anybody. If Luffy said the word, I'm there, dog. That's what he said for real.
If he
So.
could, he would have tried to fight Kizaru, is what I'm thinking.
That too, legit.
He fought Fuji Toro.
Yeah, so I'm saying he ready to fight anybody and everybody, no matter who it is. You feel me? He made the promise to Luffy during
To never lose again.
during the Baratier arc. He's like, Luffy, I'm never gonna lose again.
yeah.
He's like, he lost to Mihawk. He's like, bro, I promise you, I won't lose again. So, yeah, I say, NL, he fought NL. He was ready to fight that. dude,
Hey.
too. Powers he's never seen before, and he's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for smoke.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. He was pre-time skip. He was trying to go up against some pretty big hitters, just raw swordsmanship.
I'm telling you, just
Crazy.
straight swordsmanship,
Just
nothing
crazy.
else, bro. You feel me? So I respect it. But yeah, those were my smoke demons. Those are my favorite smoke demons, at least. This one, if you could help a villain succeed, which would you help and why? Because there's a lot of villains that be like anti-heroes sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes they might not have the best goal, but there's one particular for me that I would
Yours, Aaron?
Huh? Mine?
Is yours, Aaron?
Oh, no. Aaron can do that shit himself. He good. But I personally would do L or Light. Sorry, Light. I personally would do Light because Light, out of everybody, a lot of main, antagonists or whatever, or protagonists or villains or whatever. A lot of them aren't in it for the greater good of like the civilization.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Light was trying to make sure this
better
world,
humanity.
and, humanity was better. The good people get to strive. You feel me? And the bad people get punished. That's how Light was. You feel me? And obviously he went about it like a different way, but like I out of every villain, I think he'd be the easiest one to help and the one that actually would make the most sense for me.
Didn't they kind of showcase the idea that he lost that reasoning? Like he was corrupted by the power that he had
so
already
throughout the story, he then becomes like a what's the word? He gets a god complex.
Yeah.
You feel me? And starts to judge people even if they've done nothing wrong, just to further his goal. And that's why I would help him to steer him away from that path.
Oh, okay, valid.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an interest. I thought you meant like no matter. Okay, cool.
Oh no. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do it. Because clearly it didn't work the first time, my nigga. Let's switch it up. You know what I'm saying? So I personally would say Light.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because I know there's been villains where I'm like, bro, I see where they're coming from.
Right, yeah.
And I just can't really think of one right now.
Yeah, let me see. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Light, that was the first
Light
one and
was-
only one I thought about.
Light was a good one.
I can't think of any other.
Let me give you options. You have Naruto ones like Pain.
Oh, okay.
You have
Pain's a good one too,
Madara.
actually.
You have Miriam.
Oh.
Stain, My Hero.
I was gonna say Stain.
Stain is a good one.
What else? Look around. All
Yeah,
that.
I was about to look around. Hold on, bro. Give me some good. I was about to say, does Itachi count? But you niggas don't see me. So it's
not a
good.
villain.
He's a hero. Yeah, my fault.
That's a good one.
Sukuna.
Sukuna's a crazy one.
Frieza?
Frieza. Yeah.
Wiped out a civilization. Stain's a good one. I think when I thought about it,
Yeah.
like that came to me in My Hero because I think a lot of the My Hero villains, they have good intentions.
Yes.
And their like ideology kind of makes sense. And Stain's a good one for that. But
Yeah, 100%.
I can't remember what the other ones were like, where they were fighting for. But
Like overall, I don't remember overhauls one bit.
Like for the
Overalls?
ones I listed, or just what
for the
Like
My
My
Hero
Hero
ones, because I remember
Yeah,
My
I'm
Hero,
not gonna lie,
I
yeah.
did think that. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense where they're coming from here.
the reptile guy, he was trying to advocate for the heteromorphs.
Oh yeah, the betterment of his people, like the people that look like those creatures and whatnot.
Yeah, like different creatures. He was like, I want them to be treated like
fairly.
Yeah.
Which
I like that one. Yeah.
Stain was just like the false hero complex where like
Yeah.
you're doing it for like money instead of like
right.
And Fame.
just good, you know.
God, the
I like
heroes
that.
were
I like
they were the
Stain.
villains were written so well in My Hero.
There's
They
some,
really
like,
were.
ones that are just kind of like bad.
Yeah, no, terrible. Yeah.
I can't really.
Have you guys seen the spinoff of the My Hero?
I want to.
Yes, the vigilante one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a few episodes in. I'm not caught up fully, but yeah.
Is it solid?
Yeah, honestly,
I haven't watched it yet.
Surprisingly, the animation is amazing. Like,
Really?
it's actually really good. Yeah. And the story is actually not too bad either.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I actually enjoy it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I thought that like the whole little. I think I read a little bit like manga when it was first released.
Right.
And then the idea of just the guy on all fours.
Force.
sliding.
And I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's kind of like how Mirio's quirk, they made it seem like it was a goofy quirk or whatever, and then he kind of mastered it. That's kind of how they're doing it with this main character. He's more like a Deku kind of guy.
Doesn't his already sound cracked as fuck though?
Mirio? Yeah.
Right?
Because of Obito, we remember Obito with
yeah,
his phase
valid,
ability and shit. So,
valid.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, I feel like My Hero is tough. Let's keep on pushing, shall we? Okay, so you said you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Yeah.
And then you also watched Legend of Korra,
Uh-huh.
correct? All right. So, how do you feel about the Legend of Korra, like as a whole show?
As a whole show, it's
Alright.
good. The choreography is peak. The choreography is
Yes.
peak, bro. The fighting scenes are insane.
Like how you know that.
I don't love what they did with the whole Rava and like the spirits.
Okay,
I
fair.
think
Season
they,
2? Yeah,
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
feeling that either.
I wasn't really feeling it, but yeah, like I loved how they introduced different bendings, like the
Right.
lava bending and the metal bending, and
Okay.
like kind of.
Sub-elements.
And I love the next generation that came through type thing.
Yes,
Like
yes,
so,
yes,
I really liked a lot of the aspects of the show.
Right.
But I liked it. I won't
Mhm.
say I loved it,
Mhm.
but it was definitely a good show.
I respect it. Yeah, no. For me, it's like when I was watching it, all I wanted to see was Aang in the
Yeah.
gang. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Avatar. That's why I didn't really rock with it when I was younger. But I rewatched it when I got older. Brother, the villains are top
The
tier. in
villains
that
are
show.
great. Amon's tough,
Zahir.
bro.
Zahir.
Zahir, yeah.
I even rock with Unalak a little bit. You feel me? Unalak was kind of tough for the second season.
Do you like Kuvira?
Kuvira.
Kuvira
background
had
was-
one of the best fight scenes
Fight
I've ever
scenes,
seen
yeah.
in anime.
Taking on a whole Avatar,
Bro,
Yeah,
on the train?
Oh my
She said,
god!
what element? Use all of them.
Use all of them. Yeah, no, that's Aura.
That's
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's
yeah.
Aura. So,
That made Korra look bad.
bad.
Yeah,
No, they did make her look bad. And I'm not gonna lie to you, however you feel about Korra, I understand it. She isn't the best Avatar, right?
Mhm.
And she isn't the best character to watch on screen. But you cannot disagree with how they did that story, and it was just well written. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, in my opinion, I kind of rock with the story aspect of Legend of Korra. Obviously, the characters, weren't the best in comparison to Avatar because we had Zuko,
I mean,
we had Iroh,
such good characters back
Toph,
then. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So you can't beat those type of characters. But the story, hands down, I liked it.
What's the rock guy? B something?
Bolin.
Bolin.
Oh,
Love
oh,
Bolin.
Bolin.
Oh,
I love Bolin.
Nuktuk. The amazing Nuktuk.
I like the whole pro bending scene where it's Nuktuk is playing in the background and he's like pro bending
Ooh.
fighting.
Yes,
Oh,
bro.
that's
I
so
love how they
tough.
brought that whole
Yes.
pro betting
Yeah, it
aspect
was
to it.
dope.
I'm like,
That
they
choreography
made,
stuff.
yeah, they made like a whole like society of what it would be.
Yes.
Like continued, and they just hit it like right on the head.
Yes, they literally used the aspect of bending and made it into a sport and made it into just the daily lifestyle
Yeah.
of everybody
Which
in
is
the show,
cool.
which is amazing.
Which is
bro.
perfect, bro. Yeah.
That's just beautiful, bro. So Korra, honestly, I feel like it's a
So you
little
guys are
sluggish.
you guys excited for the next
Oh my
Avatar
God,
that's coming
brother.
out?
Oh my God.
And earthbending is my favorite bending.
Earthbending?
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
he's spitting.
Okay.
He's
Wait,
spitting.
wait. What was that question we asked about Avatar? What
Mhm.
nation?
Is
Would
the
you wanna
strongest,
be-
weakest would get wiped out first or something like
something
that?
like that.
Oh,
yeah.
you're that question?
Yeah.
All right. So in an all-out war,
Oh,
right?
that's what it
Which
was.
nation would die first? Which one?
Well, I think they got it right. Air is going first.
I'm
Air is going first. For
telling
real.
you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I think Air has to go first.
Yeah.
Based on what? What's your reasoning?
Okay,
They
it's
showed it,
like-
nigga. What you mean? They literally showed it.
All right,
That
okay.
and then just all the other elements can just like progress so much more. I feel like Air is pretty limited.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Now that's actually valid. Though.
But
In terms of sub elements.
are you good?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sure, they might have more like sub elemental types, but that doesn't mean that
I
it's
guess
not
they
as versatile as
could-
air.
Like take someone's breath out of the
Right.
body and like instant kill type thing.
Wait, have
No.
you ever seen them throw like blades of wind?
Yes.
You have
And
blades
they're-
of wind. You have tornadoes that you can.
But you got
create.
to also take into account the army size. They didn't have a formal army, and they were the smallest nation as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, in my context, like it's assuming that
Or if we even
airbenders
out
wanted
the
to attack,
even out
'cause
the
if-
like the playing field, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
100,000 people here, 100,000 people here, 100,000
Oh,
people
I
here.
mean, if you do
like
that,
if we
no,
Okay,
that's
you
a-
do
that would make
Hey,
it
see,
a
no,
little
that's
different.
crazy.
That would make
That's
it a
how you
little
wanted
different
it.
then.
Yeah.
But
I still say Earth.
yeah, I'm
low-key.
what Earth first? Is
No,
gone
surviving.
first? Surviving the last, right? Yeah. Okay.
that's kind of valid.
Yeah, I think Earth. Would survive the
I think
longest.
Earth would survive the water would give a good fight though.
It
They
really
would.
It really
They
would.
would.
Water would give a good fight.
Especially
I think
if they
fire.
got some bloodbenders in there.
Yeah,
It's over.
I think fire
It's
and Earth. I think actually fire might go 1st
Mhm.
to be honest.
Okay.
They're pretty small too, technically.
Yeah,
Fair.
and they're just like aggressive. That's all there is. That's all they have. They don't have
They
like
got military tactics though.
Yeah,
Those are the ones of the things out of all of them. They are the ones with the best military tactics, and that's how they got that far in the Avatar world in the first.
Oh,
place.
they're yeah.
But everybody was leaning more on like peace. They were just the first ones to like
Fair.
kind of like
attack.
get
Fair.
it
That's a
get it
solid-
cracking.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, that's actually a really good. Point.
But if everybody was really on the same, like, okay, we're gonna go to
On
war
time?
right here,
Yeah.
like, let's prepare for it and then all fight.
Yeah, what would your order be?
I think Earth is safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Water's second
Okay.
safe, and I think fires might get might get
And
taken out.
so you would have Earth surviving the longest, then water, then
air, and then fire.
and then fire would go
air,
out
I
then
first.
think
fire?
so. I think so.
okay, so
Because air,
fire
like, they
will go
can
out
fly
first.
now. Like
Okay.
Good point.
they could
fair,
like
fair,
just take the breath out of people's.
I get
Like they could do a.
I get that. No, honestly,
some
in terms
damage.
of like fighting, combat wise,
Good point.
fire isn't the best. However, their strategicness, their strategies and shit, that's what gives them the edge over most nations.
I feel like a good example for air is like how versatile these guys are when it comes to like how flexible, how fast and swift they are, how agility wise, tied along with it's a resource you can get at any point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like how would you ever trap an airbender and not without physically tying them down, right? They would always be able to use their bending no matter what.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's not the case with fire. Actually.
Fire,
Fire.
Yeah,
But the other two,
Earth and water. Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
water they could bring it out of the air. They did
True.
that in the
Ooh, if you're that skilled.
or
yeah.
the
yes,
blood
yes,
bending,
yes.
they could just use your body type
That's
thing.
true,
Like, they're
that's
so.
Yeah.
good.
Everybody
like
got their
yeah,
own
yeah, you're
kind
right,
of
you're
thing
right.
to them. So
It kind of feels like a balance.
it is.
It is.
It's crazy.
It's Avatar,
bro. That's how well written it is, bro. I respect
The
that.
Avatar,
I respect
man.
that. All right, next
Perfectly balanced.
up, we got some news. You feel me? Did you guys see all the live actions that are coming out? So there's a lot of anime live action adaptations that are coming out. Let me list out some of a few. Obviously, we have One Piece season 2 live action coming out soon.
Next year, right?
Next year, yeah. Avatar season 2 live action coming out as well. Season 2. Akira, they're making an Akira one.
Heard about
You know what I mean? They're making an
Okay.
Akira
I
live
need to
action.
watch the movie.
Yeah, I also need to watch the movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little uncultured on that part. Surprisingly, they're having a One Punch Man live action coming out.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. I hope it's not like a Death Note live action situation. That shit was garbage. No, I'm so sorry.
Wait,
but
time
that
out.
shit was-
Death Note, if you didn't watch the animated show 1st, then it's not bad.
Well, that's not fair to say because that's the source material. That is what the story is.
Okay,
So
but
it's
no,
like-
so if you had someone like, hey, I'm gonna show you this movie so that you can get into the show.
True.
Solid.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing something like, okay, this is interesting. I get the idea.
Yeah.
I like it. And then watching the show, which is 10 times better,
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit,
Yeah, makes
that's
sense.
crazy.
Well, check the ratings, man. I don't know
IMO.
what to tell you. I don't know what to tell
But
you,
they're
bro.
like that because
But I think the ratings are
everybody-
the people came from the anime.
Yeah.
Good point. Next up, we got Naruto. They're making a Naruto live action.
What?
They're
Tom
big-
Holland as Naruto?
No, that's crazy.
I
But
can see
they're,
that popping off.
I can see that
That could
going.
That's a lot of money, though.
Yeah, that is a lot
If
of
you,
money.
if
Oh
you
my
dump
god.
like a couple million
Yeah,
every
bro.
episode, solid.
Or Timothy Chalamet. I can see that as well.
Wait, is it Netflix or is it like
I don't know actually.
Wait, Timothy for who?
Naruto.
As Naruto.
Or Konohama. A young Naruto. I can see that. I can see that. Timothy
Oh, yeah,
Chalamet?
do you think they should put they'll do like Shippuden, right? Probably.
Honestly, don't know what they would do. Actually, that's a good
Probably
point.
flashbacks of Shonen.
If
but
they do
probably
Shippuden, that's a big budget. I feel like they'll do OG Naruto, Loki.
first,
it's smaller scale.
Good point. Good point.
Because
Yeah, because they're gonna
Shippuden?
need so many actors for Shippuden.
Oh
They're gonna,
god,
like,
you got Tail Beast everywhere. You got that's too much.
If you're
bro.
doing a small scale, right,
Mm-hmm.
and expecting like a great turnover, it might be a little harder.
yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a lot easier to do OG Naruto than to do Shippuden. Like
Very
there's
true.
so much shit going on in
Less-
Shippuden. That's like
Oh,
One
that's-
Piece
Plus
doing
you're missing out on
the
context, right?
yeah. Huh?
Like if you do Shippuden first, you need.
Oh yeah, you need the context of
You
OG
need
Naruto.
context.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And then we have they're making a solo level one already.
Wow.
They're making a solo leveling one already.
Not gonna lie, bro.
Can't wait.
They'd probably do it really
You know,
well.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah,
they probably would do that so well.
I know I shit on the anime a lot.
Like-
It's an enjoyable show, but they would do that.
That one can translate to like movies that we actually see
Yes.
once in a while really well.
Mhm,
I
the
can see
leveling
Yeah,
aspect of it.
the
and
leveling
whatnot.
aspect, and just
Yeah.
like the CGI, the statues. Like I think they could do it really
Ooh,
well.
the statue would
That
be
actually could go crazy. I might actually enjoy that a lot.
Yeah,
which is
right.
valid, yeah. And then we got Mobile Suit Gundam. They're making a mobile. So it's basically Power Rangers 2.0. So that's
know,
gonna be fire.
I feel like if they revamped the Power Rangers, right?
Mhm.
I be seeing clips. I'm like, yo, this shit is
Hey.
fire.
No,
The-
legit.
what-
No,
what's it called in
Oh.
Japan? Like Power Rangers and like the original stuff in Japan, way better. Like I
Really?
heard the story is America made it like
Yeah.
but I seen like a fight scene of Power Rangers, top tier, bro.
By any chance, was it Red Ranger and he's using like a
A
sword?
claw, he opens dimensions and is going
Oh
through.
my god.
Yeah,
What?
that's crazy. And then he has
Oh,
the
wait, I
guy
think I
like
saw that.
like through all the dimensions.
Yes.
he
I think I saw
cuts
that.
it.
Yes.
With, like an
Crazy.
edit online, right? right? Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Power
yeah,
Rangers
yeah.
underrated.
Yeah,
I bet
honestly,
low key
bro,
was gonna go on the
honestly.
binge and watch them all over
It's
I
again.
saw a clip recently of Power Rangers. I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the storylines were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you remember Samurai Power Rangers? I think it was Samurai.
Ooh,
Nickelodeon?
Samurai was cool.
And then there was
Jaden
that
or
Dino
Jaden?
Ranger
yeah, there was
too.
the Red Ranger versus the dude in all white with the red
skull.
mask.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and that whole storyline of him like being the foil to him, I was like, brother, what is this writing? Nickelodeon was eating back then, bro.
You remember? I think
Goodness.
it's Dino Force with you have the White Ranger and then
Uh-huh.
the green, white, black Ranger.
Yes.
Crazy.
Oh, the samurai?
Was it Samurai? Or
No,
what?
so there's
Which one?
for Dino Thunder, there's the red, yellow, blue. And then the green was like the tech guy. He's
Yes.
a samurai.
Yes.
The Tommy is the black one, and then
the black.
the evil white guy was Trevor or something.
No, I'm talking about Dino Force when
When they
Tommy's.
morph?
Yes, and they turn into the like dinosaurs.
You mean Mighty Morphin?
Yeah, probably.
The OG one?
OG.
Yeah, with like
Yeah,
White
yeah,
Tiger
yeah,
and
yeah.
the
Yeah,
gr-
but you said Danny is his name?
Tommy.
I honestly don't remember those.
Tommy, him being the Black Ranger.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was a black
Green
one.
and white. Yes.
He was all three. No.
The black is in
I
Dino Thunder.
don't remember that
But
one.
Tommy's been in the Power Ranger thing forever, so he's been like,
Oh yeah, he has. Huh?
He's been
Yeah,
Zeo,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
been-
I just remember like a whole shtick with like a green,
White.
black, and then the white being like a good, bad.
yes. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's
so complicated.
Yes.
To, like trying to remember, but peak.
Those
Anyways.
storylines
Did you
are
watch
fire.
Power Rangers or no?
When I was younger,
okay.
I don't remember much of it.
Same. There's so many.
But it sounds fire. Bro.
Yeah,
I might have
no,
to start rewatching them.
No, legit. But on the note of live actions, they revealed the Tony Chopper live
Saw that.
action.
I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that? Yeah. So honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know.
Really?
How I feel
What's your
about
thoughts?
That. It looks. It doesn't. The voice is what gets me the most. I wish.
Like it or
No, I wish they used the voice actor from the English dub.
But of
That
course they're
voice
not.
actor is terrific.
but you know
man.
they're not.
They're not, but that's what I wish they did. I feel like that voice actor would have been terrific for this instance.
Of course.
The live action one looks more. It sounds more like a little like I don't know. It sounds a little iffy to me. It
Yeah.
just doesn't hit the
What
mark.
about
for
CGI?
Me. CGI isn't terrible. It's not bad.
Really? I
right?
thought it was good.
To me, it's like it's whatever. I don't really mind it,
I'd give
right?
it an
But it's
easy
not
pass.
ass, huh?
I said I would give it an easy pass.
100%. I would give it a pass, and I'm not mad at
Yeah.
the way they did it. I wish he was a little bit more chunkier because in the show, that's the cuteness aspect of him.
When
He
we
was a little
first
more
see him,
chunky.
though,
they
no.
redraw it.
Yeah, he was. When they first we see him, he was more chunky, no?
Oh, he was a little bit more.
Yeah.
Really? I thought he was like-
the
I
more
thought he
they
was
go
like a
along,
stick.
that's when he gets skinnier.
You think so?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
Right? In the manga, he was really chunky at the beginning. In Drum Island, yeah.
Or maybe it's the hat because the hat goes from
Oh,
square
fair,
to like
fair.
very round.
Fair. But regardless, I don't think they did a bad job. Plus, we have a whole year for them to iron out the kinks
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that, and because a lot of the times when they release a trailer, it's not always the same final product. So
Valid.
so I give him grace for this. And honestly, the first season was a banger, so I'm not mad at it. This is probably the best live action anime ever done. So hey, I believe in Oda and
heard?
everything he's doing. So
AOT.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that.
I hate to be that guy, but we take it back to
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
No,
Let's go.
you're good. We're about to we're about to ask the last question, anyways. And then we're good. Apologies. Had to take a little bathroom break. It's a little breather. No, you're good. You're good. But whatchamacallit? Yeah. So those are all the live actions that are playing as of right now. And then I wanted to talk about just one aspect of movies that I don't really like. Right. No matter how good an actor is, like an actor could be like amazing, right? But if the script is garbage, right? If the script is ass, and if the movie just direction is garbage, no matter what the actor does in that movie, they would be called a bad actor. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll get a lot of shit for that movie being bad when it's not even their fault. Like they didn't do the script writing, they didn't do the storyboarding, they didn't none of that. So
Example.
Exhibit
Exhibit A.
whatchamacallit? Suicide Squad. The first Suicide Squad with Jared Leto. I think Jared Leto is a phenomenal actor. You know what I'm saying? Terrific
That
actor.
happens a couple times with him.
Right? I'm saying they do that a lot with Jared Leto, where they make ass movies but make him the lead, right? And like for why? Like you're putting him in a position just to fail already. You feel me?
They're trying to have him save it. I feel like they're like, we need
Ooh,
a
that's a good point,
fire actor to kind of like really push
Yeah.
the right, or like take the lack of the writing
Right.
and kind of
and
make
push the
something
movie
with it.
and make the movie better. Which is like, all right, bro. No matter how bad the movie is, like you can't save it with a good actor if the main movie is already ass. You know. So Jared Leto, his Joker, I think he had a rough, but his Joker in what's the movie called? Batman Justice League? Was it Justice League?
League, yeah.
Yeah, there's the Justice League movie at the end. There's a post I don't
Batman
know.
versus Superman, I think.
Batman versus Superman? Yeah, that's probably what it was. But in one of the DC movies, Jared Leto had a post-credit scene at the end, right? And it was like a dystopian kind of area, and it was all the Justice League members, and Jared Leto was the Joker. And that Joker was kind of like the sadistic, I'm a laughing joke, and he did amazing in that little short, like 2-minute snippet, right? So if he had good writing or good story telling in his Suicide Squad movies or whatever the hell, man, this dude would have went crazy. You feel me? So that's just kind of the gripe I have with like actors and in movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel like actors.
It's kind of valid.
Valid point.
I feel like actors they get too much flack for what's not in their control. So that's all I had to say about that. But it's been a pleasure, Nick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I appreciate you letting us come through. You know what I'm saying, in your domain and letting us rock out here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys giving the opportunity to be on here and
Of course, man. Of course.
and sliding through and making the time to come out here and shoot this. So.
Anytime, bro. Anytime you want to slide, come through the pod.
Yeah, bro. I have to slide up there now. Where is it at? Or like where are you guys?
I stay at.
Or nah, like just.
Nah, I'll bleep it out, but I stay at. Right next to. So,
Oh, got you.
It's the apartment over there. So we can record the episode.
I'll drop the
there.
address in my story there.
They got my ass, bro. Hey, it was crazy. I hope I don't forget to bleep this out. But we're good. Ain't nobody gonna pull up anyways. Don't do it. But
I feel like they would.
they probably
they would.
Bro, they probably would.
They would, bro.
But whatchamacallit? Yeah. So anytime you know what I'm saying, you want to pull up, you pull up, bro.
Sure, bro.
You
That's how I do.
talk about. You talk about it. You say,
Yeah.
I want something new came out this week. Yo, I want to be on. Come through, brother.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
show
sir.
us love since the beginning. We show you love back. So
Appreciate that, man. We actually have our another collection of merch coming out, and it's gonna be a One Piece. So
on,
so I have to get you guys that. You'll like it.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
I respect it. That's
It's gonna
fire,
be dope.
bro.
It's gonna be dope.
We appreciate
He knows how
that.
to talk to.
Saying all the right things.
No, legit, bro. But whatchamacallit, if you're in the East Lake area, man, make sure you come out, check out Denki's Boba Shop. One of the best, if not the best boba shops that I have ever been to, with the best drinks in the world. This man knows what he's
Appreciate
doing. He
that, man.
cooks it up in the
Appreciate
kitchen,
that.
man.
Literally, you
Legit,
cook
he
boba.
literally
Did you know that?
boba,
You
bro.
cook boba.
Did y'all know that? I don't think they knew
Literally
that.
cooking it up.
I don't
More
think
you
they knew
know.
that. So,
Crazy.
so make sure you check them out. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell notification. No way upload next.
Dang.
And join the Discord, man. It's out in the description. We're gonna start having anime watch parties as well in there. I've been a little busy with the editing and whatnot, but we might start doing the One Piece ones on the weekends as well with you guys, if you guys want to do that as well. But stay tuned for more anime watch parties, more movie watch parties, and stuff like that in the Discord. And follow all platforms. You already know. All right, yo, I've been consistent with the uploads. Everything is back on the rise. You feel me? So IG been going crazy. TikTok been going crazy.
Very true.
YouTube is going. Even YouTube's going crazy. You know how hard it is to go on YouTube. YouTube going crazy too. So I appreciate all the love you guys been showing. Man, it means the world to me, and I'm gonna show love back. We're gonna do a giveaway soon. Don't worry. So yeah, a lot of stuff. So everything that we've culminated over the years that we've gotten from like sponsorships or whatever, it's gonna be in a nice little gift goodie bag, and we're gonna get you.
We'll
guys
definitely
right.
throw some stuff in there too. Some Denki Bubblers will be in there.
Thank you.
Y'all heard it. Y'all
For
heard
sure,
it here
for sure.
first.
We'll have you guys. We'll get you guys set with that.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So, hey, you heard it here first. You want some Denki's merch? Make sure you stay tuned on the channel to know when that drops.
Yes, sir.
So, but yeah, that was it. Now I think we're probably gonna show you guys some behind the scenes of how you know how he be cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned for that as well. Audio listeners, I apologize. You got to come to the YouTube for this one. You feel me?
I'll ASMR.
No, come to the YouTube. Make sure you like up the YouTube video and check it all out
He
there
slowly
as well.
pours the boba into the cup.
And yeah, shout out to Denki's Boba Shop. Make sure you check them out, East Lake area in San Diego. So,
Yes, sir.
with that being said, man, thank you guys. This part will probably transition into the kitchen. You feel me? And we'll get it right. But
Did you one of the?
a little swipe.
A little swipe.
Yeah. All right.
We both swiped the wrong direction.
right. That shit.
Everyone's like, stuck, like trying to figure out where to go.
Just glitching out.
But if you with that being said, we'll catch you boys and girls on the next one. And thank you guys for coming out.
See ya.
Great app.